Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and welcome. Hope you're all having a lovely time. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy FellyCu V Day. We got a lot of fun to have today. Imagine the Darky ad being, you can't have my heart, but you can hold me in your arms. That'd be cute. What Darky? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Happy Valentine's Day, darlings. May you get all the love you deserve. Exactly. Whether you enjoy Valentine's Day, whether you hate it, I hope you have a wonderful day. Sensei, cough, cough. What do you mean, cough, cough? Haiku Sensei, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a lovely day. Sensei, your shirt. Hey, it is warm today, so I'm not going to be bothering wearing the shirt for now. It's fine. You can't even see. Okay, occasionally you can see a tiny flash of nipple, but that's okay. It's okay. They're male-presenting nipples. I'm fine. That's apparently, like, fine on YouTube. And Tumblr. Even Tumblr doesn't have shit with this. We're fine. Did you miss to fit on something? Nah, it's just warm, man. Wendy's is selling burgers for $1 tomorrow for single people. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. That's the best thing about Valentine's Day. Cheap chocolate, cheap candy, cheap burgers? Are you kidding me? I need some. I didn't know this was a thing. That'll be the first time I've had Wendy's in about 3 years. That's genuinely true. Oh, I'm going to destroy myself tomorrow. Happy single but happily eating FellyCu dog food day. Hell yeah. It's a day for dog food. Duke is not here yet, but we will be celebrating in our own way. Happy Valentine's Sensei. Thank you for donating the allowance, Marinette. I hope you have a lovely day. They looked at me first, I swear. Hey, you can look disrespectfully. It's in my channel rules. I'm a fictional character. Go nuts. Enjoy it as you wish. What I will say is, why did everybody think there was going to be a Dakimakura cover? I kind of need to understand that one. I just asked if you guys liked cuddles. I don't know where the Dakimakura cover came from, but I would love to know. Don't celebrate Valentine's, but I'm glad to be here. Hello, Sensei. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here. I don't even know what that is. Oh, a Dakimakura is a hug pillow. It literally, Daki is the Japanese, like, onomatopoeia for hug. Daki. Daki shimete means, like, to hug me. Makura is pillow. So, yeah, Dakimakura is hug pillow altogether. You teased us multiple times. I mean, in the past, sure, there's been hints here and there. Because we're single and we cuddle pillows. I cuddle a pillow every day. I have a hug pillow. Like, that's the thing. Hug pillows don't even necessarily have to be, like, they're called hug pillows not because, like, normally, well, a lot of people do put, like, Dakimakura covers on them with anime characters, with their oshi, with, like, idols. I've seen some K-pop ones. I've seen some, like, anime ones. I've seen some VTuber ones. It's a cool bit of merch, but in general, like, a Dakimakura is just really good just to, like, cuddle, hold against yourself, feel the warmth, maybe put a leg over as well as an arm. Good for your hips. Very good for your hips. Happy Valentine's Day, Sensei. Hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much, Muin Wolfie. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Give us milk. I mean, coffee, Daki. Well, I can't give you milk because unfortunately that's not how my biology works. But what I can do for you is I can give you this. Bam, ba, bam. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Yeah, you guys kind of guessed it pretty damn well, huh? Bazumi's jump scare. We've been blessed this early. I hope you enjoy your blessings, my pupils. Tianguan Shifu, Baiuzi. I forget the second part. That was just a complete lie, to be honest. Tianguan Shifu thank something. By the heavens' blessings, all things are possible. Even a Dakimakura cover, finally! Happy Valentine's to Sensei and Pupals. May your day be filled with joy and love. For my fellow singles, enjoy the cut price choco over the next few days. Hell yeah! And soon, but not right away. When? Soon. Soon TM. Hopefully, like, it should be within the end of the month. Technically, let me put it this way. The website is ready to go up. We are just dealing with like 1 or 2 little errors that we're working out. Tianguan Sifu Baiwu Jinji. Thank you. That makes much more sense. Don't flaunt just making. Flaunt the purchase link instead. Purchase link won't be up for a little bit. There's going to be more merchandise than this, but we figured today was the perfect day to share the design for the Dakimakura covers designed by Rock. So let me just post those real quick on Twitter. And in fact, if you want to get a glimpse at the Feli one, don't worry, I've also got better pictures where we'll be able to zoom in on the details. But yeah, if you guys want to see the Feli one a little bit early, here you go, Pupals. I dropped the link in chat. I will pin it in chat. Feel free to check it out. Please like and retweet it. For my own sake, for marketing reasons, it would really help the Twitter algorithm. But this is the Cú size for now. If you want to go see the Feli size, click on Feli side. Go click on the link to Twitter, and please do like, retweet, share. What is that down there? What is it? I told you guys I had canonically designed underwear. It's folded up a little bit. You can't quite see everything, which kind of looks realistic. Okay, so here's a silly little story. I just realized I shared the wrong image here. The ones on Twitter are better. I shared the right ones on Twitter. This was my failed image taking attempt. Because one thing I will say about these, we've had like a few versions of these made to make sure that they were up to the level that we wanted. So I now have 3 of my own Dakimakura covers. The Dakimakura cover size isn't like the standard 160 by 30 by 50. Instead, it's 180. So it's as close as I could get to my real height. It's still about 5 centimeters off, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close for like, it's a tall Dakimakura. I do not have a tall Dakimakura. I do not have a tall hug pillow. I have one of the standard 150 ones, which means the Dakimakura ends pretty much exactly here. Ooh, a little bit higher. Right about here. You see how there's this giant fold? Everything above that is the actual Dakimakura, and this is straight up my pillow from my bed shoved in under it. Cú wears Versace undies? I don't know about that. The 160 cm are already taller than I am. Perfect. So the 180 cm will really, it's got to take over your bed. I've been hugging this particular one for about a month, probably a month. It's made of velvet. I forget what type of velvet, but it's like a specific type of velvet that, as you can see, has a bit of texture to it. Like the skin, well, not even just the skin, everything. But it looks a bit more textured than like standard. A lot of them are made of like a much more light material. The velvet's a bit heavier, but because of that, it has like this textured effect that really adds to the softness, adds to the fluffiness. Gives the effect of like real skin. Look at the shadow. The shadow looks so damn real. Rock Mama cooked when they designed this. You can't quite see it in the photo, but I do have socks on. The socks do look very slightly different from the actual trousers themselves. But yeah, it's beautiful. We had a few different runs of these before we fixated on like the style that we actually wanted. Lady Aphrodite blessed you with beauty. Oh my god, take my money. I'm gonna do this. Whoa, too far. Like peach fuzz. Yeah, like peach fuzz. It's so soft. It feels so good. I'm not sure how it's going to be for summer. That is one thing that I will say. It has textures. It's all one texture. It's not that like different parts feel like different things. It's not like one of those children's books where you learn different animals and they all have like their different fur and things. But it is like the whole thing is like velvet, so the whole thing is like soft. It kind of feels like you sink into it a bit more. That's the one thing where I'm worried about it, is the fact that in summer I wonder if it's going to feel a bit too warm on people's beds if you don't have like air conditioning. But other than that, it should be very nice. In winter, it's been incredible. It's not gay if we're both wearing socks. True. The socks stay on. Yes. And when it comes to Feli, The boots stay on. Let me grab Felly's one. So the Felly one may be a bit... Well, no, this one's actually fine. We'll talk about the other side eventually. These are the two sides. So yeah, each side is either Felly or Cú. This is what Felly looks like on his side. Face beautiful. Eyes glorious. Hair pooling all over the bed. Tight shirt ripped open. Muscles exposed. A delt here. A bicep there. Abdominals all the way down to where you can see exactly how the trousers actually open. And unlike me, Felly doesn't really feel the need for underwear. Because, you know, if you've ever seen, like, the direction, the shape that his, like, tight jumpsuit kind of thing wears, like, yeah, it's just been torn open down there, but, I mean, it goes all the way down there anyway. So, yeah, with that torn and out of the way, there's just nothing. There's just nothing. And again, the legs get all fucky-wucky because of the fact that it's an extra pillow shoved in there. Lord, he's commando. I mean, technically commando. Technically, like, the jumpsuit he wears turns into shorts down there, but in this particular image, it's been ripped to shit and back because he's been through a fight. Damn, Cú, looks like you've been spoiling us rotten. Yeah, I wanted to give you guys a nice Valentine's Day gift, and obviously we're going to dive into the stuff, the actual, like, FellyCu read-through. But yeah, I thought we'd dive into this for now. But yeah, these will be on sale soon. Soon TM, but they should be, like, very, very soon, hopefully. Hopefully they'll be out in a quick succession. So here's what the Felly one looks like when it's actually, like, down flat on my bed, so you can see the details a tiny bit better. Yeah, I had to put him on my bed because he can't stand up properly. He's like a little baby deer. He just stumbles around. The leg fold is great. You could see the extra, like, 5 cm of height he gets off of those boots, being slightly high-heeled. The hand pulling down the belt. Ugh. Yeah, not bad. Shoes on the bed. He couldn't be all perfect. He had to have flaws. True. I told you guys. The boots stay on. You can't take them off. I don't care that it's disrespectful. I don't care that Asian pupils are going to fucking hate me. The boots stay on. Are the bottom of the boots red? Yeah, the bottom of the boots are red. There's like tiny bits of red on like each outfit just to give like a little bit of burst of color outside of the monochrome. That and on the whip. And here's the Cú side. Actually, I get it. Yeah, you need traction. You need a way to properly like push against the floor. Honestly, with those boots, acceptable. Thank you. Good Lord, what did I join to? Not even just the Asians, us Hispanics too. To be fair, I think it's most people in the world. I think some people can forgive like boots in the house. Pretty much no one can forgive boots on the bed. I you know, I had to say it. There's been a few times that I've shown like Cú in bed with like one boot on because he didn't kick the other one off, and people have been like, oh, my Asian genes are screaming. And here's the Cú one. He's got such bedroom eyes, the way he's like holding the key. The tiny little flash of underwear, the more modern jeans. Everything is like slim fitting, so you really see like the lines of the legs. Rock Mama cooked. Rock Mama cooked. Just real quick, I'm going to zoom in on like a couple of the details on the full quality image, and then we'll move on. I'm just... Blah. Blah is all I could say. This is going to get so big. Again, this is the actual like art. Wow, it's so detailed. Look at the armpit. Delicious armpit. Beautiful face. The eyes are so gorgeous. You really see the grays in this because it's all lit up. The little tufts of hair coming down over the thumb. The detail of the bracelet around the wrist. God, I love pits. Wacky pie eaters, man. Wacky pie eaters are feasting today. the belly button, the little tiny bits of the obliques as well as the abdominals. Oh, God. Yeah, this is good. And this is where you can actually see the socks. Like, they always have a different texture as more the thing that you could focus on, because the black jeans are so damn tight. Okay, Felly will do from bottom to top, I guess, since we're down here. Oh my God, he's hot. Yeah, he is. Rock Mama cooked for us, man. There we go. Okay, this is Felly. Yeah, you can see a tiny bit of red on the bottom of his boots. You see it more in the webtoon, actually, when he's walking along. But yeah. Oh, the shine on the leather looks so good. The way it blurs. The boots that stay on. The belt. He slid his finger into the tiny, tiny opening that bunches up between the two sides of the boots. Ah! Two sides of the belt, even the buckle. Thumb is just curled in there. Goddamn. The triquetra glowing because obviously it's been activated. Yeah, a little bit commando, Felly. You see like the different bits of the actual like other belts that are supposed to be clasps that are just, yeah. The little chains have been like ripped away. You can even see like the individual threads in this one. God damn, Rock Mama. Rock Mama, look at the threads there. God. Impressive. Impressive. Almost kind of looks like he's trying to show you a nipple up here too. Or maybe he's trying to hide a nipple. But either way, the hand grabbing the hole, you could see that he's like lifting that up a little bit more. Maybe trying to rip it off. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, and finally those eyes. God damn. So beautiful. Rock Mama does such a good job of making everything look absolutely gorgeous. The way the hair like blends into the pillow. The details on the eyebrows. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It looked at me first. Fair. Do not let Felly's children see their dad like this, everyone. Hey, yeah, no. Some things are not made for children's eyes. But with that said, goodbye, pillows. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Noeen, thank you so much for donating the allowance. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to have some more surprises as we got. There's one more surprise I'm going to have as we get like further into this stream. But if nothing else, I hope you liked that reveal. If you did see it on Twitter, please do like and retweet it just to help other people see it. I'm going to drop it on Blue Sky too real quick, actually. So I realized I have two things. Come back, Darky. No, it's gone for now. You guys can see it on Twitter if you want to keep looking. That's the one where it's laying in my bed, so that's even better. Okay, and let me add the images. Perfect. And if you want to get one for yourself, the entire merch shop will be up. Hopefully within like a week. It might take 2 weeks. If nothing else, it should definitely be done by the end of the month. I have other surprises for you guys on White Day. But yeah, hopefully this will be done quite quickly. Everything is pretty much out of the way, so it's just like 1 or 2 things we just need to focus on. But we're going to have an entire merch shop, not like a ton of different things, but we've got more than just the Dakimakura cover. We've got a few ways you could like celebrate your Oshikatsu if you happen to want to. And the same delivery from last time, the ones that were doing the birthday ones, anywhere that those were able to get delivered to, anywhere you were able to like pre-order from those, like we used that as a test run to figure out like some of the things, like giving people more payment options essentially, and figuring out like which areas cannot be delivered to, and hopefully solving some of the problems for the Pupals at that point. The merch shop will be up for a while, but we'll talk about that when it actually releases. But yeah. Kokihi, thank you so much for donating the flowers. Happy Valentine's Day, Sensei. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, and thank you guys so much for being here. And Xiao Ye, thank you so much for donating the flowers. No message, but thank you for the lovely rose. That's so beautiful. It was indeed revealing. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Just hope the shipping doesn't get in the way. Me too. I hope that the shipping is fine for everyone. I know that there were 2 Pupals who were having problem when they wanted to order the birthday stuff, the event stuff. Thankfully, we solved at least one of those Pupals' problems. I'm not sure about the second one, so we'll see. Will it be pre-order so everybody has a chance to grab something? Yes, it'll be pre-order that goes up for a while, and then things will be delivered. We'll talk about it properly when the announcement actually comes, but yeah. just for now, we wanted to tease you guys with the Dakimakura covers because Rock Mama cooked on that. The company did such a good job, like sending me all of the samples. I got, I literally have 3 Dakimakura covers. There was one where it was like the premium quality material, but we found that that one, because of like the light white hair, all the hair just kind of faded into the background a bit too much, which was a shame because that was the one that like would have felt good in the summer. We had another one that was like a medium one where it was a different material, and just something about that one, the printing onto the pillow, the skin just kind of like faded a little bit in an interesting way. The velvet one is the one that worked the best. It's the one that holds the image the best, and like, yeah, it's very good for the winter. So that one has just stayed on my own personal Daki since now, even though my own Daki's a bit short for it, so I have a bit of extra material hanging off of it. Jay, Finding Not Keeping, thank you so much for donating the flowers. But yeah, I've got 2 extra Dakimakura covers in different materials as well. Sensei, your bed sheets look really messy in that photo. Did you just do some intense exercise? I did actually, legitimately. Every morning I start with some, I forget what they're called, but you lay on your side and like lift your thigh up and down, and then you hold your thigh at like a medium angle and move it like forward and back. So you kind of like, you work your obliques as well as your hip flexors. It's very important for if you have like spinal problems or nerve issues, working your hip flexors and your obliques. Quad stretches, they're kind of, yeah, they hit a bit of the quads as well, but more than that, it's the obliques and like the core, because it like helps stabilize your spine and stuff. It's something that's helped me a lot that I learned from physical therapy. Try on error for product quality is good to ensure the best result possible. Yeah, that yeah. To be fair, this original merch drop, we were hoping to get it out for my birthday. So it's been three months. Then we were hoping to get it out by Christmas/New Year, and no, there were a couple of like issues. So yeah, no, we've been working on this for a while, like having the samples sent all the way to me so I could check them every time, as well as to the artists who helped did the art. It was important to me that the artists be able to see them as well and be able to sign off on them. So like the artists who have worked on them have gotten their copies to like look at and check. And yeah, it's just been a trial and error of like, okay, now we found our proper like merchandise like suppliers, as well as like the incredible company that is going to be like delivering them and ran the shop and like created all the graphics. So I'm excited to share it with you all. It took a long time to put together, but that's because I really didn't want it to feel like we just rushed it out as quick as possible just to do whatever. Just in time for 6 months, maybe? Yeah, hopefully before 6 months, because I have something else planned for the actual like 6 months and White Day kind of time. So hopefully they get out pretty soon so it doesn't clash too much with that. Happy Valentine's Day, Ku Sensei. Happy Valentine's Day, Sweden. I hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you so much for being here. Perfection takes time. Exactly, it does. And with that said, hello everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Here's my question. We have a surprising amount of FellyCu fan fiction to go through today. I was not expecting the amount that we got. I was expecting like 10. But it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. At least 31, possibly like maybe 32 or 33. Somewhere in the low 30s, which is a lot more than I was expecting personally. Lily Eep, thank you so much for donating the flowers. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day, Sensei. Ku Sensei and Feli-san's Daki are indeed, are like something, yum, yum, yum. Anyway, hope you have a sweet day. May I ask for a translation of that? What does that mean? Like, what's the meaning of that? But thank you for donating the flowers. And happy Valentine's Day, Ku Sensei. Thank you so much, Rita. I hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you so much. I submitted 3 pieces, Sensei. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. Good. Hopefully they're all good. I thought you almost made a 4th as well. I'll make a suggestion for Rock Mama to consider summer outfits for Feli and Ku. Well, Rock Mama asked me to give you guys a little update as well, that Rock Mama created something for Valentine's Day as well. And then, yeah, when when Rock heard that I was like sharing these today, it was like, oh, okay, maybe I should hold off. So you guys are going to have a late Valentine's Day gift from Rock Mama. It means pretty girl. Oh, like this shoujo. Okay, that's cute. Pretty girl or beautiful? Yeah, especially Felly with like the long hair flowing around the background. It's so good. Rock Mama is cooking. Yes. Rock Mama showed me the progress image, and I will just say, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So what I will say is I was originally supposed to write my own fan fiction and then dive into it, but I think I won't have time to write my own fan fiction. I think I'm going to have to do that offline and voice act it and record it for the, because I was already going to like do a basic idea and then record it properly for the membership. So I think that's what I'll do. We'll save that for the membership post. It was going to be the idea of Cú getting bitten by a venomous snake while in the middle of a tier, and Feileacan having to suck the venom out of his thigh. So yeah, it's going to involve some mouth noises. It's going to involve some groaning. And since there's just a battle that happened, like they're going to go back onto the tracks between, and then yeah, Felly's going to like suck the venom out of his thigh before they go back to the real world. But I do have one surprise to show you guys for that. Where he's been bitten though. Thigh, like inside of the thigh. Got hit by a snake right there. Keep in mind, like this is 100% just like an excuse for mouth noises and Felly's face between the thigh. One of your favorite tropes? Yeah, because if you ever look into it, you never ever actually try to suck the venom out of a bite. It does not work. You take the person to the fucking hospital. It can create more pressure. It can make the venom move faster. But for the sake of me creating a voice pack, that's what we're going to do. But I do have one more surprise for you guys, because it was supposed to be after a battle, so I'm just going to flash this on screen for now. There are going to be other ways that we use this in the future, and if we happen to have any fan fictions today that involve like a battle-damaged Felly, yeah, we have this now. You know how I told you that Ria Papa has been working on a bunch of different fun things? There's other things coming that won't be out for like another month, maybe 2 months. And then there's also this, which has been completed. Oh, let me just take off the cape real quick. Hello, everybody. This is the true beauty of Felly battle damaged version. Oh, look at the fabric hanging off. Oh my god, the details. Ouch. Yeah, kind of ouch. Kind of ouch, but kind of beautiful. Oh yeah, I should have given everyone a blood warning. Sorry that I'm not good at doing things like that. This kind of look to me is like, yeah, I grew up on Dragon Ball. I grew up on men being beaten to a pulp and just like, ugh, torn clothing, flapping in the wind. Gorgeous. It's paint? Yeah, it's totally paint. It's jam. Don't worry. You could totally like lick it off. It's fine. It's healthy. It's nutritious. It's full of energy. Nicely rigged. Beautifully rigged. Ria always does incredible work. It also works on my shirtless version. So if I were to do this, yeah. So yeah, it could also technically work on Cú and just on like a fully shirtless version. It's just directly on the skin. So much for not having a crush on fictional men. It's fine to have crushes on fictional men. Cú, you can't keep doing this. I'm going to pass out. This is all Ria and Rock Mama. Look at the bruising as well. There's bruising around this particular point. God, the fucking attention to detail is crazy. There's also, I think, wait, let me change the outfit again. Oh yeah, it's cracked down here too. So you get a little bit of thigh down here too. Where are the Pupal doctors? We don't need Pupal doctors. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, if we happen to have any fan fiction written today that will be able to work with that, I'll make sure to turn that on. I'll make sure that we have that. Skin. Happy Valentine's Day to us. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I hope you're all having a lovely day. With that said, I think I will start reading some of the fan fiction so I can get through as many as possible, because thank you guys all so much for delivering us so much fan fiction. Wow, and the belt and the pants a bit more battle damaged. Don't worry about it, Kushami. For safety reasons. We know how far we can go on YouTube. I'm no better than a man. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being down bad. Doesn't matter what gender you are. We all get down bad sometimes, and that's completely fine. Okay, let me try to set up. Oh yeah, I have to go to the classroom for this. So let me change my outfit too. I will go back to shirtless. Tascario, happy Valentine, sir. Let me help you with those wounds. Thank you. Yeah, bit damaged. I could use some. I need some milk. Need some milk, and I need some like dabbing. Careful, Sensei. Any more overload, and you're gonna make the chat crash. Don't worry. This is honestly just like a hint of things to come. I'll be using that so much more in future role plays. We'll see if it manages to work out in anything today. But yeah, it's fun to just have that. Okay, let me grab you guys. I hadn't set this up. I'm very sorry. FellyCu Vide. There we go. There we go. Boom. Is there any that are like horizontal? This looks kind of horizontal. That'll do. I just need to figure out like how to just see the image. I guess I'll just have to adjust it each time for each one. That's fine. That's fine. So we'll start with this one, Natsumeko, which was dropped like before I even ended the stream announcing the Felly fanfics, FellyCu fanfics. So Natsumeko was on top of things, already ready to just dive in immediately. Let's see. I should be able to see that as well. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Ba ba bum. Ba ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. And then I have to do this. Do do do. Yeah, these are going to be a bit harder to grab since they're all images. FellyCu fanfic. Yeah, okay, that's so small, but that's fine. We'll just change this one each time depending on the size that they're at. There we go. This one's super. This was written on a phone. Okay. This is going to be hard, but I'll do my best. Ying. Oh, God. What did Ying do? Did it for multi-fandom? Those look heavy. Let me hold them for you. No problem. Feel free. If you can. I mean, I think you're going to have to buy the Dakimakura. He came on screen. Okay. Now I see what Ying should just said. Fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. May have never been lost. Ku's first perspective, definitely safe for work. Thanks. May include personal interpretations of certain characters due to a lack of information, which is completely fine. I think you guys get the general idea of like Felly and Ku, so yeah, nothing else, we're gonna have a fun time. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was an intense thing to read. Felly. Oh, okay, this is all like all me. Okay. Felly. Wait. Felly. I tried to grab onto his arms to make him stop, yet reality brought me back as I grasped nothing but the air. In this realm, while he took full control over my body, I'm nothing but a voice in his head. Felly. How far are we? Close. Felly, it's been 15 minutes and you're holding that map upside down. It's not common that he and I swap souls while chasing after dust butterflies. Most of the time we can both see them fluttering about, He would rather I take him there on foot. Yet this time he claimed that not only did the dust butterflies refuse to show up, but somehow, trapped in a container that they couldn't escape. He could only sense them from afar, but he couldn't pinpoint where, especially when we're in an amusement park. Children roaming, screaming at the top of their lungs, parents yelling louder in response to all the noise and music. Definitely not the most ideal spot to begin such a search. Ooh, it gets bigger. Not that I need a map. It's a misdirection for mortals anyway. Felly, people nowadays use phones to navigate themselves. No one fucking reads a map. I do not need help from a mortal's artifact. It's called a smartphone for a reason, I groaned. My patience was sitting on the edge of my seat. Quit with the bickering. Making me yell at nothing in the midst of 1,000 mortals wouldn't help me go anywhere faster. Fast forward another 15 minutes. Felly, are we lost? Is it because you've never needed to know how to read a map? I gave out a sigh. Maybe it's a sign that you should just let it be. Or maybe that dust butterfly wasn't ready to be taken. Who knows? Fine. We swapped souls in the blink of an eye, but now I could only sense him pouting in the corner somewhere in the back of my mind. Felly? I tried to call him. Silence echoed in return. Hey, it's not your fault that you can't get to them in time. If so, they're not going anywhere. You can always come back and, I don't know, revisit the places and see if they're still around. Somehow, saying this made me a bit sad. We'd have time when dust butterflies failed to exist for that long. They stopped fluttering, slowly faded away into thin air like dewdrops vaporizing under the morning sunlight. I'm fine, Cú. Felly then hesitated, continuing his sentence. Just show me how to use the artifact next time. Aw, Felly, you want to know how to use my phone? What a Oh. To be continued. It is nothing sus. I thought when you said nothing sus, wink, it was going to turn out to actually be sus. I was so prepared for that. I was like, okay, I better start this off like, you know, making noises as if I was exhausted, tired, at the edge of my rope. Poor Felly. Yeah, he's just a grumpy old man who refuses to ask for directions. Are we lost, baby girl? Felly just sitting in the corner like, don't talk me. I angry. Felly pouting. Exactly. He's like a cat who's been caught being cute and it's like, buddy, like it's fine. I didn't take a photo. The memories are only up here in my head, buddy. Felly, no, don't go discover Twitter too. Oh no, if he becomes addicted to brain rot. Sensei, did you just slap yourself? I mean, I had to make the sound somehow. I suppose I could have done it with my hands. I could have just been like, that might have been better. But yeah, no, I slapped myself. I should have more respect for myself, but I don't. Natsumeko, thank you so much for sharing that one. That's lovely. Okay, next one up. Kushami. Okay. Kushami has been talking a big game for a long time, so let's see what Kushami managed to write. A lost soul lost in its own lust. Okay, starting off strong. This place really made me deeply feel how hard it is to write sex without being explicit. It goes completely against my nature. As a phallic object, I understand that. That makes sense. Gotta commit to the bit. You gotta commit to the bit, man. You just gotta. Oh god, I wish these were higher quality on the page. Maybe I'll open a new tab. There we go. Okay, that's much better quality. This is how we deal with Twitter being a butt. up. Oh, yeah, that's way better. That's way, way better. Okay. Buckle up, guys. Yeah, let's see. Is Kushami in chat right now? Yeah, okay, good. Felly's so dramatic. I love him so much. I know, he's such a cutie. He's such a grumpy old man. Felly having a favorite brain rot is a thought that scares me. To be fair, I finally have a favorite brain rot. It's been a long time since I saw something that made me giggle and I can actually like repeat because I watched it so many times. It's a dude on TikTok who, like, a woman just goes out of her house and is like, oh, there's no way he's doing this again. And it's like raining, pouring with rain. And she points the camera up to the top of her roof. And it's just her boyfriend like going, stop. And she's just shouting at him like, get down from there. You're not Odysseus. And he's like, shut your filthy mouth, comrade. I'm trying to lead my 600 men. It's so fucking funny. I have to bring that up at some point. But yeah, it's really funny. The dude is having so much fun with it. Man, fuck Poseidon. Starts looking around scared. Okay. Like he's clearly like, oh God, what if Poseidon's real? That's just you. I mean, I wouldn't get on top of the roof. That's dangerous. Okay, let's do this. Kushabi time. Things escalated faster than even a Pupal's sudden kink awakening. That's a unique metaphor already. And a very... I think that's a personal one. I'm not sure if every Pupal can understand that speed. It sounds specific. Cú watched Feileacan with a helpless look on his face. The other man stood there with his head lowered in displeasure, his shoulders drawn taut as if he were fighting something invisible. His fingers trembled slightly. Hands that were usually precise and steady now looked clumsy beyond recognition. One layer at a time, those slender fingers worked to undo and peel away the skin-tight suit and armor that looked as though they took an entire day just to put on. Wrong outfit then. Thank you. Cú noticed it then. Fine cracks forming across that face that was usually cold, rigid, and unreadable. It wasn't fear, nor hesitation. It was the resentment of someone cornered with nowhere left to retreat. For some reason, it almost made him want to laugh. As if sensing Cú's poorly timed amusement, Feileacan snapped his head up, his voice sharp with irritation and warning. I'm only doing this once. You'd better not try anything funny, Cú. Cú didn't retort. He only sighed and turned his gaze towards the lost soul sealed at the other end of the train car. The woman was practically clinging to the edge of her seat, eyes gleaming, lips curled into an embarrassingly obvious grin. She wiped drool from her mouth in excitement, never once looking away from Feileacan as he removed each piece of clothing. Cú could clearly see her throat bob as she swallowed, a hunger so naked it felt feral, like a beast that had already locked onto its prey and was just waiting to pounce. Oh shit. This is the original plotline we came up with like way back on day one. Like, oh, what if there was like a Fujoshi ghost that wanted to see some fun stuff happen and just appeared on the train? It's chat. I wouldn't say every member of chat. But yeah, this is... yeah, they can touch each other, it sounds like. Unless they are in one body. That was unprecedented. You don't understand, the woman sobbed, rolling even harder across the floor. My favorite characters are gone. Do you have any idea how long I waited for that author to write their interactions? One dies, the other lives, but might well has been dead. I wanted moments, interactions. She looked like a child throwing a fit in a toy store, even clutching at her clothes and grinding against the floor. Suddenly, she shot upright, face smeared with snot and tears as she continued her tirade. And then the author just ended the story. My CP! My CP! I want to see them have sex! No. Even if the author kept writing, there's no way it would go that far, right? It wasn't even an R-rated story. Cú silently complained in his head while keeping his professional composure firmly intact. But I know you're just doing your jobs, the woman said, blowing her nose hard with a tissue she grabbed from nearby. But I know you're just doing your jobs. We're all adults here. I don't want to make things difficult for you. Then she looked up, straight at Féileacan. That long-haired one. You look a lot like the character I like. The woman casually tossed aside the already ruined tissue, wiped the remaining snot onto her pants, and pulled herself together. She stopped crying, and her voice abruptly became unnervingly calm. Oh shit. She's locking in. She's like, I know how to make my dream come true. Let me throw a tantrum and then get my way. Holy. Half like a shield, slowly, stiffly, he lowered himself onto Ku's lap. The corner of his eyes reddened, faintly reflecting a sheen of moisture. Still refuses to lose, Ku thought, even as his hand moved on its own. Féileacan's movements were awkward and strained. Sweat soaked into his long, narrow strands of hair, sticking messily to the sides of his pale face, leaving him looking painfully disheveled. He narrowed his eyes, gaze drifting somewhere far away, deliberately avoiding Ku's face, as if refusing eye contact could make all of this unreal. Don't move. Unfair accusation, Felly, Ku chuckled softly, placing a hand around the man's slim waist to steady him in place. I'm really not moving. Yet his other hand, possessed by some treacherous impulse, reached up to cup Féileacan's cheek. His thumb brushed lightly against the reddened corner of his eye. You're really cute like this, Felly. Shut up! At last, Féileacan gave in. He collapsed fully against Ku, curling into his embrace and burying his face deep into Ku's neck and shoulder, hiding his expression from everyone. He muffled his breaths, trembled, stubborn, humiliated, and trapped with nowhere left to run. The train continued on its course, and the lost soul had long since collapsed in a pool of her own nosebleed from overstimulation. As for what happened after that, no one knew. The soul was eventually reincarnated as a banana-shaped Pupal. But that is a story for another time. Hold the fuck on. So this is not only a cute bit of like FellyCu fanfiction. It is also the backstory for your Pupal Sona. You passed away in this life. You moved into a tier where you were a banana-shaped Pupal. Bro wrote her own lore. I fucking love it. Kushabi's like, this is my backstory. This is how I became the banana. This is the tier I've gone into. This is who I was in the real life. I just wanted my ship to get together. And then FellyCu helped me cross over without any hesitation. Which is exactly what we were talking about last time, where you can technically write a tier for your own character so you can have a shape of whatever you want in the next life. That's so good. Kushabi, I love you for writing this better than Shakespeare. It was incredible. I'm actually crying. Oh my god, Kushabi is so good. Also, goddamn. Yeah, no, okay. Kushabi, respect where respect is given. The whole like idea of like Felly being the one who's actually moving. Don't move. Can't say that, Felly. I'm really not moving. Yeah, the idea that Ku suddenly switches from being the bottom, who's being like pushed down by Felly. Felly who's just trying to overcome the lost soul and is so like, I'll be the one to get on top. But then Ku being like, you're the one moving, Felly. Like, what do you mean don't move? Like, your hips are moving by themselves, buddy. Feels like you want me closer. It's the power switch. It is. It's so good. So yeah, I'm glad you cut it where you did. I know it could have gone much longer. As you said, like it's hard to resist just going and gone. So you did a good job taking it to a good point. Also, did I accidentally fail to read parts of it? Oh my god, I did, didn't I? I'm sorry. I scrolled down on the final one. I didn't realize I could do that. There was more to the story. Okay, fuck. 1 second. I missed bits. I missed bits. Oh god. Oh god. One second. Whoops. Yeah, whoops. That explains why it felt a bit disconnected. Oh no! Kusami, I'm so sorry. Now I know this for the next time. I'm not going to read the whole thing through again, but let me just read the bits that I missed. This bit actually ended on a cliffhanger with the asterisk, so it fit pretty well. No. I refuse! The woman rolled around on the ground like someone who had completely lost her mind, wailing and throwing a tantrum. I'm not leaving until I see my favorite characters have sex! Féileacán and Cú exchanged a glance, then sighed in perfect unison. This wasn't their first encounter with a soul unwilling to let go of their obsession. Some clung to wealth, others to hatred. There had even been violent ones who lashed out from sheer resentment. But a soul in her 30s refusing reincarnation because she hadn't seen her favorite ship fuck? More likely than you think. It's so sensei to read the PWP, but I missed this bit, and I feel like this bit's got to be very, like, heavy and leading into things. Okay, if you two have sex in front of me, I'll behave and go with you. Oh, there was even more than that. Okay. The voice abruptly. Yeah, okay. The air froze. Féileacán let out a deep breath, his voice heavy with suppressed anger and restraint. Only this once. The fuck, Felly? Cú could hear it clearly. Mixed into that sentence was a very real urge to punch someone. Hey, Felly? Are you really okay with this? Cú's voice softened despite himself as he watched the other man force himself forward, practically lunging onto him while clearly fighting overwhelming embarrassment. Shut up. Féileacán snapped under his breath. Sit still. Don't move. His usually death-pale skin was now flushed with an unnatural red. He bit down hard on his lower lip, both hands braced against Cú's chest. Half for balance. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. I meant to press this. Damn. Okay, so now we've heard the full thing. I'm sorry it was out of order. Kusami, we're going to read one more of yours for sure by the end of today, and I'll make sure that I read it properly. But that one was fucking good. So thank you for writing that. Thank you for sharing that. Like Misery by Stephen King meets Kiss Him, Not Me. Yeah, I feel like Misery would take on its whole other, like, direction. There is somebody who's continued the Valentine's Day special where I'm, like, tied up by Pupal, so that's very much Misery. So I'm looking forward to finding that one. It's okay, Sensei. Thank you. I'm sorry. That is still very embarrassing. 40-year-old woman watching heated rivalry. Nothing wrong with that either. Yeah, we still need to do a reaction to that. We will get to that someday. Before season 2. It may be a thing we do right before season 2, to be fair. But at some point, we will do a reaction. I want to see that show. Okay, so we'll leave Kusami's ones for now. We'll come back to another Kusami one in a bit. But yeah, I'll split it up so we can see some more pupils as we go forward. Ixilithir. FellyCu Vide. Are you aware of where you are right now, Mr. Cú? The man in his early 20s seems to dress like a doctor, who at first sight you would assume his hair is naturally red. But as Cú notices, the tips of his hair are dark chocolate brown, and his tail is widest cream. We're only here to finish the job, or what that other him, the guy whose name is Féileacán, sharing his body to the deed of the dead. I think this has been put through a translator, and unfortunately it hasn't come out quite properly. I'm sorry to say. I'll do my best to read it, but a lot of this isn't quite making sense, the grammar. We're only here to finish this job. Well, that's what the other him, the guy whose name is Féileacán, who shares his body, is saying. Until this point, Cú only let a lost soul pass away, aware of their death on their own. Your softness will be the blunt-edged blades that hurts you, couldn't kill you in the first strike. The eon-old Reaper voices echoed in his head. I can't read this. I'm very sorry, Elixir there. It sounds like this is interesting, but I think just like this is in a different language and then was translated and things aren't quite working. Turn them down. I'm just a regular psychiatrist, not just a God-sent doctor. It's beyond my ability. Dr. L sits back down, looking sheepish. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm not native English. You can skip my fic. I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to have to, just because reading this doesn't quite work. I can't figure out well enough like how to read things, how things are supposed to happen, how to voice act them. But thank you for trying to write one. And writing it in this many posts is so sweet as well. But yeah, no, I'm so sorry that the translation software just... The grammar has been a bit abused, unfortunately, and I can't figure out exactly what's happening. But thank you for writing one. Thank you for sharing it with us, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Feline writing. Before teacher teaches us regret. Ooh. Not well translated English version. Okay, we will do our best with this one. Let me see what kind of shape this opens up in. It's AO3. I've read and understood. I consent. Oh, God, I hate the consent, but sure. I hate the consent. Not something I expected to say today during the stream, but okay. Kuchan, long time no see. Hello. I hope you're having a lovely day. Is there a Pupal who can help translate it from its original? If a Pupal would like to go look at it and see if they can, they certainly can. But that is up to other Pupals. For now, I'm just going to read the ones that I can. If the translations don't quite work, I will do my best to adapt to them. Normally I can figure it out depending on the translation software, but with that one, it just wasn't quite working. Okay, notes. FellyCu vide. There we go. Perfect. Is that AO3? Yeah, this one's been uploaded to AO3. This one is by Feline Writing. So yeah, I'm going to read this one on AO3 and see how it goes. This is another one that's been translated, so let's hope it works. Just like always, he was the one who woke up first. Feileacan glanced at Cú, who was still sleeping soundly, whether from being dragged out drinking by co-workers the night before, or from staying up late rushing to finish teaching plans, he couldn't tell. Letting out a helpless sigh, Feileacan slipped out of bed and headed to the kitchen. Number one, already this is cute AF, and I will say, being dragged out drinking by co-workers the night before, that's literally a plot point in chapter 5. Chapter 6, I won't talk about, but my god, yeah, no. You guys know these characters very well already. You figured out what was going to happen from the last conversation with Will, so... Yeah, no, you guys got this when it comes to, like, fan fiction writing already. The kitchen tools that had once felt foreign to him had now become as familiar as the binding barbs he had for years. Objects he could use with practiced ease. And the seasonings that had once meant nothing to him now felt like the man lying unaware in bed behind him, quietly enriching every shared moment of their life together, becoming something irreplaceably important. That's written so well. Wait, that's so sweet. It feels that way for me. I'm something irreplaceably important, like a kitchen tool. I'll be your tool, Felly. The bacon sizzling in the pan, the crisp clink of teacup against saucer. None of it seemed enough to disturb the sleeping man. Eventually, Feileacan gave up trying to stay quiet. Roasted tomatoes sprinkled with salt and pepper. Sautéed mushrooms soaked in butter and meat juices, and toast fried in bacon fat, then spread with creamy butter, all released their tempting aromas freely, as if trying to lure the man, who liked to claim that turning 30 meant he was no longer young, into willingly leaving the comfort of the bed. Just as he was debating whether he should wake him up directly, a low mumble reached him. Felly, why don't you let people sleep in on the weekends? The complaint made the corner of Feileacan's lips lift in a barely noticeable smile. Listening to the soft slap of slippers against the floor, he poured boiling water into the teapot and cups he'd already prepared, waited the calculated amount of time, then emptied the water and added the tea leaves to the pot. By the time Cú shuffled lazily to the table and dropped his chin onto its surface, the fragrant steam and warmth of the brewed tea drifted perfectly towards his cheek. Felly, that's hot! Feileacan didn't mind the complaint at all. It clearly hadn't been meant seriously. He simply watched the man in front of him sit up and take small sips of black tea, then plated the food he'd kept warm in the pan and set it down before him. You even made box tea? That's a lot of work, Cú said. Before Feileacan could respond, the next remark made him quietly close his mouth again. But why are they all misshapen? Well, as long as they taste good. They're hard, you. Swallowing the thoroughly ungraceful retort along with the soft, creamy scrambled eggs, Feileacan resisted the urge to stuff one of the golden, steaming sausages straight into Cú's mouth just to make him be quiet. Instead, he turned his gaze toward the window. You can shove the sausage into the mouth. It's fine. This is so cute and domestic. It is. This is actually written in such a romantic way. Felly's so sweet here, so comfy, so yearning. Oh my god. Feline is a great writer. The other fics they've written are good too. Yeah, this is brilliant so far. Will you go read V-Day fics outside of Stream Sensei? Yeah. So if you could get somebody to translate it in a better way, I would love to read it at a future date. We'll probably do more FellyCu, like, well, just fanfic readings in general in the future. So if you want it to be shared in the future, definitely. If your friend can help you with it, it'll be great. Felly really is a male wife. Perfect for it. He is mommy. Made his own world. The gloomy sky offered no encouragement to go outside. It was the kind of weather that made one want to stay indoors somewhere warm and bright. And yet, the dust butterfly gave him no such luxury, appearing silently, unobtrusive yet impossible to ignore. For once, Féileacan considered pretending not to notice the hovering figure that refused to leave. But Cú, acting entirely out of character, quickly polished off every bite on his plate and even urged him on. Left with no choice, Féileacan hastened his movements. What unfolded before them in Tyr took them both by surprise. A campus that felt both familiar and unfamiliar to Cú. The vitality and joy radiating from the young men and women around them softened their expressions without them realizing it. The noise, the playful shoving and laughter. These were pleasures unique to the youth. Walking among the energetic students, it was almost possible to forget the weight of reality, the worries and gloom of everyday life. Everywhere they looked, there were dreams of the future, passion, and longing shining brightly. Just as Cú was about to voice his question, Féileacan remained calmly silent, but the direction of his gaze gave him the answer all the same. Two teenagers sat shoulder to shoulder beside a flower bed. One hummed softly under his breath, while the other listened with a small smile, head tilted slightly toward him. But when the boy with the soft voice was called away by two classmates, apparently it was time for club practice. The one left behind simply waved with a smile, signaling that he shouldn't worry about it. After the other left, though, he quietly pulled a small, exquisitely crafted jewelry box from his pocket. He stared at it for a long moment before closing his hand around it, as if steeling himself, then headed towards the school gates. We're getting a yaoi tear. Oh, we're getting a BL tear. This is so cute. Sorry, one thing I wanted to say before we went on is just these descriptions here were so beautiful. And the fact that this was passed through a translator before this, I can't even imagine how beautifully written this is in the original Chinese. Because there are some things that aren't quite connecting. A couple of things like aren't quite connecting, but so many of the rest of them. Even the translation is making them sound so beautiful, so you can tell this writing is fantastic. Cú followed the boy, watching as he fidgeted nervously while buying a bouquet made of gardenias and calla lilies? Calla lilies? I don't know that one, I'm sorry. Barely able to hide the excitement bubbling inside him, the boy quickened his pace on the way back to school, only to run straight into a drunk driving accident on the road across from the main gate. Amid a storm of scattered petals and spreading crimson, he didn't lose his life, but he lost forever the chance to personally place that gift into the hands of the person he loved. On the day the doctors announced that he would lose the use of both of his hands for the rest of his life, The boy took his life without any hesitation. How am I supposed to help you? Back in the corridor, Cú muttered the question to himself. Feileacan simply watched him, silent for a long while before hesitantly saying, I don't think you'd want to use my method. Of course not! But this... Cú crouched outside the equipment room near the flower beds, running frustrated fingers through his hair. He stared ahead, not knowing how to protect the tenderness and companionship the two boys had shared, just as two other students came running towards them. The sharp click of his tongue in agitation was cut off by Feileacan's quiet suggestion. You're a teacher, aren't you? Are you messing with me? Or did you suddenly develop dementia? Faced with Cú's displeased expression, Feileacan simply repeated the exact same sentence again, but this time, he slowed his words deliberately, meeting Cú's eyes with unwavering seriousness. You're a teacher, aren't you? And before he said it, Cú found himself repeating it too, again and again. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. Right. I'm a teacher. Like a butterfly alighting midair, a light figure stepped into the boy's path. Feileacan watched as the man, who only a moment ago had looked utterly crestfallen, suddenly straightened up and confidently stopped the confused student. Leaning shamelessly on his authority, he even demanded that the friend who had sprung up at the boy's side in alarm empty his uniform pockets, as if checking for contraband. Unable to help himself, Feileacan let out a soft laugh. Under the gentle, slightly stained questioning, the boy, eager not to be misunderstood, opened the box, muttering, At least let me buy the flowers first, before finally admitting who the gift was meant for. In that instant, he saw a smile more radiant than any blossom in full bloom, and the tear began to unravel. Amid the dazzling storm of drifting petals, both Féileacan and Cú heard it. A thank you spoken so softly it was almost lost, trembling with tears. They returned to the train carriage. Cú let out a long, exhausted breath, while Féileacan simply sat beside him in silence. Hey, Felly. When you were making the breakfast this morning, did you see the paper box in the fridge? No. You really are. Cú cut himself off mid-sentence, before Féileacan could react, still wearing that faintly blank, caught-off-guard expression. Cú grabbed his collar and pulled him close. Their similar faces clothed the distance in an instant, and he bit down on Féileacan's lips. When both of their mouths bore the mark of the other's teeth, Cú murmured something low, almost like a dream. The words darkened Féileacan's gaze. He dragged Cú down with him onto the swaying floor of the carriage, letting metal accessories knock together with quiet, secretive sounds. I knew that boxty was heart-shaped. If we're destined to lose each other someday, then shouldn't we, at least now, stop letting regret slip past us? God damn. And as I read that one, I realized that was supposed to still be Cú talking, so I am sorry. This whole line was supposed to be Cú. If we're destined to lose each other to time one day, then shouldn't we at least now stop letting regret slip past us? That's written so well. This tier was written so well. Are you kidding me? For one thing, you flew through it so quickly, and yet you still managed to deliver so much emotion. A boy who wanted to confess to his, love interest, the fact that he kept getting hit by a car, he lost the ability to lose his hands. So it wasn't even that he died. The angst got so much more powerful beyond that, where it was like, oh yeah, not only did he get hit by a car, but he didn't even die. He ended up having to take his own life just because he couldn't confess to the boy that he loved. Ah, so good. Féileacan cheering him on to do it his way, telling Cú, you're a teacher, aren't you? Reminding him, hey, you have your own skills. you don't want to use my skills, that's fine. It's so good. Love crying when I'm down bad. I know, it was beautiful. It was like sensual at parts, teasing, the beginning and the end come back together. I still don't know what box tea is. I will say that. Every time it said like the box tea or the shape of the box tea, I'm like, I think maybe some sort of pastry. That was so good. Phelan's writing never disappoints. Yeah, that was beautiful. So good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Feline. It was so wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing that. That was perfect for today. A little bit of pining, a little bit of yearning, a lot of angst. And then some sexuality. Everything. Everything. So beautifully written. I wasn't expecting to be this emotional at 11 in the morning, but life comes at you fast. Life does come at you fast. Sometimes you get hit by a car and then suddenly you're not able to confess. So yeah, always tell people how you feel. Remind people that you love them. Remind people that you care. Box tea is an Irish potato pancake. I've never heard of that. Wait, let me Google this. I wonder if I've seen them but just not heard the name. Box tea. Box tea food. Traditional Irish potato pancake made from a combination of grated raw potatoes and mashed cooked potatoes mixed with flour, milk, and eggs, then pan-fried. They look great. Oh, I've seen these. I've never had these, so I can't imagine what they taste like. He made freaking heart-shaped potato pancakes. God damn, that sounds delicious. Kind of like latke. Kind of like latke. They look amazing. I kind of want some. But thank you so much for sharing that. That was so beautifully written. God damn, Feline. Because the original version drew on some rather complex sources of inspiration, this is a slightly adjusted version. I've made these changes while trying to preserve the original emotion, tone, and meaning as much as possible, and I hope it still comes across. I don't know if it did. All I know is that was brilliantly written, and I was so happy. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's part 18. You've done 17 other FellyCan and Cú fanfictions. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this, and I now have a lot more to read. Feline 23004. As apparently, that's the 18th fanfiction they've made specifically about FellyCan and Cú, so a lot of fun stuff to go there. The choice for where to summarize things, like speeding through the boys' interrogation versus focusing on details like taking in the kitchen's atmosphere. Great use of writer's power to speed/slow time. Exactly. Focused on all the important bits, trimmed all the fat. And that hurts me because that's the things I have to do with my writing. So yeah, Feline, incredible writer. They're a fanfic writing monster. Respect. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for sharing that, Feline. Let's see if this exposes. This is fine. I can just correct it here. Perfect. Feline writing, that was so cute. Is this your Pupal Shona? It is. Oh, cute little Pupal Shona too. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was gorgeous. Do I dare? Do I dare? I dare. I'm gonna. No. I'll do that later. I will do like reposting of things later. For now, I want just like the pillow covers to be there. Give me the source clipping so I don't forget. Yeah, okay, it's Feline. I'm sorting this by oldest. So I'm going from the oldest to the newest, bottom to top. So yeah, if you go from oldest, that was one of the like first 5 posted. KK, just a chubby egg. Felly fulfills Cú's sussy request with a twist. Silly sussy fic. Sounds fun. You're not KK Surfer anymore. What happened? Oh, wait. Yeah, I should... Oh. Let me put this back because I'm going to open this in a new tab because that seems to work. Yeah, that always seems to work way better. Can zoom in and scroll and stuff. Okay. Oh, Chewing, you're going to timestamp everyone individually. Thank you so much. You're so incredible. So if you found a fanfic that you really like and you want to like see who it was written by, there you go. You can go through the tag on Twitter, or you can go ahead and wait for the timestamps, and Chewing will be sharing those. So thank you so much, Chewing. Chewing always works so hard for everybody. Seriously, Felly, you really don't like being an S? You really could just lock me up and punish me as a way to vent your frustrations. Ku's eyes were shining, practically begging for a whip and chains. Immortals have no feelings. Feileacan ignored the little puppy tugging at his arm, staring straight ahead with a stern face. Okay, we're down bad immediately. Let's go with this music. Seriously, you're not angry when I delay the rescue of the dust butterflies? You're not even impatient when I'm so lazy I can't even get up to eat? When I'm glued to the sofa without showering or taking off my shoes? Enough, human. Tell me the rules, and I'll play with you. Tied up, Ku stared at the hot, long-haired, muscular man wielding a metal whip, his eyes gleaming and his face flushed. It was like his fantasies had come true. What lewd things was Féileacan about to force him to do? He couldn't wait to resist and be whipped. The thought of Féileacan's stern face as he flexed his massive biceps excited him. Wow. Okay, this is down bad AF. I'm loving it. Listen, Féileacan said, arms crossed. Now, name 20 of your strengths. Huh? Ku shuddered. Strengths. Otherwise, don't even think about getting whipped. Féileacan leisurely turned and sat down in the opposite seat. No, wait. Nobody plays it like this. Ku squirmed anxiously, needing to praise himself or no one would touch him. This was genuine torture. Hurry up and speak. Féileacan glanced at him sideways. The flickering light made his profile, framed by his hair, look quite handsome. Ku's mind was a complete mess. I don't know. I'm sorry. Please punish me, Felly. Ku tried to feign pitifulness. No sorries allowed. 21 strengths now. Féileacan inspected the embossed pattern on his whip, his leather suit accentuating his muscular arms. Damn. Ku still thought he was hot. I'm good at talking about nonsense during my streams. Ku's voice trailed off. Nonsense? Féileacan raised an eyebrow. I'm good at talking about topics during streams. Yeah. Ku quickly corrected himself. Very good. Féileacan stood up and lashed out with the whip across Ku's thigh. Ah! Ku gasped. It really did sting. Just as expected, but Féileacan's stern face was truly hot. Bro. Yo, I'm getting the whipping I begged for. But at what cost? Fair enough, fair enough. I can make shepherd's pie, Ku whispered. What? Féileacan tilted his head, his expression still unreadable. Ku tried to speak louder. I can make shepherd's pie. That doesn't count. Virtues, not abilities. Féileacan impatiently tapped his boot. Human, stop staring at my boots. I'm not going to step on you. Speak up. Ku pouted as if he'd been seen through. I like taking care of children. Splash. Crisp. The sound of a whip. I can't help but care about the twilight butterflies. Féileacan blinked, hesitated for a moment, then lashed out. Ku howled with pleasure. They didn't notice that in the next carriage, a group of pupils were peeking through the doorway, and several were covering their eyes and ears of a girl named Hannah to prevent her from witnessing the strange play. No! Though she probably wouldn't remember anyway. Hey, I'm a more respectable adult than that. I keep my kinks in the bedroom, or at least, you know, away from eyes. Especially underage eyes. Jesus Christ. Pupils, please, just make a wall. Make an entire fucking wall. They didn't notice it. As for Ku's inability to continue after saying a few praises for himself, his pitiful cries and whimpers were ignored by Féileacan, leaving him as if a neglected play. He was even chuckled at by the Pupals until they got off the train. That was a later story. Postscript.
My preferences are so unique,
a Pupal slime egg said while taking more photos.
Don't even mention it. Nobody but Ku could list out our strengths without running away. This bet is off.
A banana Pupal wiped tears as if putting away the betting board. Wait, Kushami showed up even there? You built this brick by brick, Sensei? We're right with you, Ku. We're getting kind of away. Okay, thank you. Protect that baby's innocence. And other than that, we're good. Dust butterflies, you're good, KK Surfer. Honestly, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that one. Gave me a chance to, like, pain moan, which is always fun. The whipping happened. To be fair, if he actually used the binding barbs, I think that would be past the point of pleasure even for me. That shit has barbs on it. That is not a fun whip. That's not gonna leave welts. That's gonna rip out like lines of flesh. 17, Kushami making a cameo. Well, it's Pupal Kushami, so it's perfect. It's one she's already joined the Pupals. But yeah, thank you so much, KK Surfer. That was so good. That was so cute. I'm glad that you were in the end as well, the little slime egg. And yeah, it's cute that you included other Pupals as well. So freaking adorable. Thank you for sharing that one. Wait, why did it go sideways? Oh, because of this. There we go. Thank you for that one. That was so good. I feel like that one was probably put through a translator as well, and it still delivered so hard. So thank you. Okay, let me grab this one. Boop. FellyCu Oshikatsu Adventure. Also, if you like the design of this, I'm actually going to share this a little bit later. Drawn Legend created a love letter format. If anybody else would like to use one, if anybody else would like to write a Valentine's Day letter, like to other Pupals or for anything else, I was thinking of using it to like, I don't think we can use it for the confessions. And because we did FellyCu fanfiction, not everybody, like I should have asked people to use it, but it's very cute. The fact that you went to the trouble of like handwriting this one as well. So adorable. So thank you so much for sharing. We'll read through this one, but I will definitely like and retweet this one later as well. Used a translator and edited by hand. Oh, KK, it turned out so good. So thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, my Valentine hasn't been online yet today. Oh no, it's okay. Sharing like the late night together is better anyway. You want to just stay up all night like watching movies or cuddling or something. Valentine's letter to other Pupals, confessions. I wasn't so much thinking confessions. I was more thinking like American Valentine's Day or even Japanese Valentine's Day, where it's more of like a, I appreciate you guys. Probably not to specific Pupals, but maybe to the Pupal community. Maybe just to say thank you to the people who wrote the fan fiction, or to say thank you to this community in general for being so amazing. I'll definitely write one by sometime. I don't think it'll even be done today. So by the end of the week, the plan was to include it with this week's scrapbook. So yeah, I'll write one for you guys too. Like classmate Valentine's. Yeah, give them that giddy chocolate. Not the handmade, not the homemade chocolate. Okay, FellyCu Oshikatsu Adventure. One of these days, Ku got his hands on a cute little Felly puppy. The tiny pout got the plushie right into the cart. Upon arrival, Ku decided to present his newest purchase to his body roommate, earning him a grumpy growl, echoing in his mind. Sorry, I've never heard somebody use the term body roommate before, and yet that is exactly what we are. And there was only one body. Except when we're in the tracks between, like, oh my god, that's so perfect. Also, he's a little plushie now. I do not understand why you get useless things like this. Sooner or later, the cats or your future dog will shred it. The low voice tried to reason. Felly. Just because it's small doesn't mean I can't keep it safe. Well, so this is a merchandise article and not a toy. And what do you need this merchandise article for? Oh, you'll see. Cú giggled and Feileacan feared what the silly soul was up to. A few days later, Cú overdressed and stood in front of a small cafe in London. The blackboard at the entrance informed passers-by of a Valentine's Day menu. Perfect. Is this 3 pages or 4? 3. Okay, nice. Wow. The bell above the entrance woke Feli from a nap with a soft tune. The scent of overly sweet treats swept outside in a gentle wave as the man stepped into the cafe. A pink latte and a slice of banana cream pie, please. The cashier punched the numbers into an old cash register, then had out a credit card reader for Cú for payment. Minutes later, a pink beverage and a porcelain plate with a nicely decorated slice of cake appeared on the table. Cú could feel the water gathering in his mouth as he remembers his plan. He quickly dug into his handbag and pulled out the small FellyPape. Its pouting face looked back at him disappointedly. Are you really going to participate in that childish behavior of your pupils? It's cute and shows how much they want us to participate in their happy memories. Thank you very much. Cú quipped back as he snapped a photo of FellyPape eyeing the banana cream pie. He quickly gathered some cake on the fork to put in his mouth. The angry voice in the back of his head melted into a satisfied hum. It's not bad, huh? Cú asked between chews. The pupils want to share their joy over cute desserts and nice atmosphere with us. I clicked away from the internet. Get back here, you. And other pupils, I think... Oh, and other pupils. I think it's adorable. Feileacan remained silent for the rest of the day. There was a faint blush on his face as Cú kissed the plush toy before setting it down at their desk back at home. Oh, he blushed from the kiss. And look at grumpy FellyPape. That's so perfect. The hair looks so cute. The little tie on the head. He's so angry. Yeah, he's so grumpy. Like, I will devour this banana cream pie, but I'm not going to smile about it. He's so cute. He's so angry. Yeah, legend. This is so cute. The artwork was so beautiful. The writing was so cute. The story was so sweet. Pape is such a cutie patootie. Yeah. Hopefully someday. Hopefully someday we work our way up to Pape's. But I'm really glad we managed to get the hug pillows. Wonder how Feli feels about me having a hug pillow of him. No talk me. I angry. He hangy. He want that banana cream pie. Why was he born a Pape with no mouth to chew? Only a hole in the bottom to slide things into. Normally fingers. The banana cream pie won't fit. One day. Hopefully one day. Oh no. Oh no. Doesn't have that orifice. Very shy about my writing. You did a wonderful job, legend. Thank you so much for sharing it. It was incredible. So thank you so much. And the artwork is so freaking cute. It came across so well. Balanced on your lovely like Valentine's Day paper as well. It's so cute. Oh no no no. The horrors of life. Yeah, poor baby. Should have stayed unconscious. Another Kushami one. Okay. Kushami, I'm going to need to ask you because I'm definitely going to try and read 2 today because I fucked up on your first one. I'm going to make sure I read 2 today. So is number 2 or number 3 what you would prefer me to read? I'll skip this one for now, but you let me know and we'll read it as the next one, either number 2 or 3. Whichever one you prefer. Sarah! Yay, Def Kuzu, thank you so much for sharing. A snippet of a story when Feli offered him a deal so Cú would wake up. Part 1, Part 2 in reply. Haven't written in quite a while, so sorry it's a bit messy, and a slightly not safe for work story. Sounds good already. Number 2. Okay, I'll go back to number 2 after Sarah's one, and then we will, continue to move on. And if we have time at the end, I'll do number 3 as well. It just depends on if we have time to get through as many other pupils as possible. Okay. I will open all of these in a row. And then I will quite simply read them all in a row. There's so many images. You wrote a lot. Let's go. Is this? Yes. Perfect. Is this the first page? This doesn't feel right. Did I read these backwards? Did they open the wrong way? Oh no, that is where it starts. The journey ended in swift motion. Okay, okay. Sensei, I hope you... whoa. I'll do my best. Felly's just that picture of a tiny kitten sitting at a corner all angry. Yeah. Don't talk me. I angry. Okay. The journey ended in a swift motion, and they went back on the train between when suddenly Cú called Felly out. Felly could sense something different within Cú. A different kind of heat and excitement. One that Felly wasn't really familiar with yet. I want my deal right now. Then fulfill it I must. Tell me, Cú. Cú stared at Felly, looking straight into his eyes with a firm resolution. Felly knew right then and there he might make one of the biggest mistakes in his immortal life. I want you to tie me up. Felly's eyes widened for a bit, but he tried to stay calm. Tied me up with... Felly stopped when he realized where Cú's eyes were looking. No. You said whatever I want. Still a no. Felly! Felly groaned. He knew fully well that Cú won't stop until he says yes. Besides, part of it was Felly's fault. He knew that. He kind of gave this power to Cú. One lesson learned. Never give this man any kind of super ability. Felly stood in front of Cú, Barbara in his hand. Unwillingly, Felly handed him his weapon. Never in a million years did Felly think the weapon that has been with him for eternity would be used for this kind of... play. Cú excitedly took it, and Felly could hear a small but still kind of a devilish laugh. Without any warning, Cú grabbed Felly's waist and turned his back to him. Immediately, he could feel that Cú was guiding him to the nearest train pole. Felly didn't say a word. He let this curious guy lead him to wherever he wanted to, as he thought this would be finished in no time at all. Oh, this is page 2 out of 8, my boy. You're in for a journey. Felly found himself tied to the nearby train pole. He was about to complain when Cú already predicted it and shushed him. Felly, he whispered, almost too quiet in his ears. Felly's eyes widened. Again, he felt the strange sensations or feelings that he couldn't describe. But strangely, he didn't hate it. Yet. Seeing that Felly just stood there, letting Cú do whatever he wanted, it made Cú even more curious, and also dangerous. He tightened the binding barbs just like before. Cú heard Felly gasp even though he tried to hide it. His shaky breath, and his eyes that sometimes closed and then widened so suddenly, just looked like an invitation for Cú to fulfill his desires. Cú had always known that Felly was a strikingly beautiful man. It might sound weird coming from someone who literally has the exact same face, but he couldn't deny it. Cú always thought that Felly had some kind of charm that he doesn't have anyway. An alluring aura, a mysterious vibe that honestly just makes him even more enticing. Who cares if he developed these kinds of thoughts about a man who has the same face as him? Self-love is justice, and hey, people always say to love yourself first and foremost, right? Cú looked away for a second, and when he looked at Felly again, Felly was staring at him. But his gaze, it looked different. Is he waiting for my next move? Is he getting excited too? The fire within Cú lit up even stronger. He grabbed Felly's bounded wrist and bit his neck, fast but gentle, making sure that he wouldn't leave a mark. No, not yet. Felly was startled. He let out a small moan without even realizing it. Though quiet, as he didn't want to let Cú hear it. Cú's ears caught all the voices he made. His voice sounded like a gentle melody right now, even more deep than his already usual deep one. And with him trying hard to suppress it, Oh, God. Felly, you don't know that those little things you're doing right now just make me want to bully you even more. Cú bit him again, a bit stronger this time. Not yet, he thought. Another moan, but this time it was accompanied with a stare that was meant to show that Felly was angry, but it was a failed attempt. Despite those stares, Cú saw that his ears got a bit red, a slight blush on his white and smooth cheeks, and his breath got even faster. Shit. He could feel something was arising at that moment. He didn't mean it to happen, but the human body is unpredictable. Maybe his body knew more than him about this hidden thought that sometimes crossed Cú's mind. Cú knew right then and there. He couldn't hide it anymore. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath, trying so hard to resist the urge. It was kind of useless though, as Felly felt. At first, he wasn't sure what it was that touched him so suddenly. But as soon as he could sense how hard and hot it was, both in physical sensation and Cú's thoughts, he realized what just happened. Felly's thoughts went into haywire. He didn't know how to react, but before he could collect his thoughts, he was taken aback. He felt that something was moving. This time it wasn't even a small moan, but rather a loud one. Cú giggled and whispered, I was sorry at first, but I think you enjoyed the surprise, Felly. I did not. Felly gritted his teeth. Cú worried he might just bite his tongue at this point, so he put one finger inside his mouth. He bit one of Felly's ears before he continued in his slightly hushed voice. Felly, relax. Don't bite your tongue. There's only two of us here. You don't have to hold your voice. Shut up. Felly gasped as Cú moved. It felt even stronger. Let go, Cú. Ignoring his plea, Cú moved a bit faster. He made sure that the pace wouldn't be too surprising for him. As much as he wanted to take this moment to savor him whole, he wanted Felly to at least share some pleasure in this too. Cú! Felly shouted, this time even louder than before. Felly sensed that something even more threatening was about to happen, but Cú wasn't listening. Instead, he gave another bite to his neck. This time he wanted to leave a mark, so he did it. Skillfully. Felly can't help but moan once more. Out of nowhere, Felly released his wrists from the bond by himself. One thing that Cú forgot. Feileacan wasn't human. He's an entirely different being, and he's more capable than any human is. Gasping for air, his hand holding the left side of his neck, trying to hide the mark that Cú left on purpose. He was looking at Cú while Cú was still dazed, wondering how could he have freed his arms like that. Felly... How... We can't see this whole one, sorry. He didn't manage to finish his sentence. On just a quick motion, Felly tied Cú's wrists and tied him up, in almost the same way that Cú did, and he got tied to the pole just as fast. Felly! Felly leaned closer to his face, grinning. His head moved to his right ear. How does it feel, now that you're the one tied up, Cú? To be continued. Okay, Sarah. God damn. I was not aware of your game. That was definitely teetering on the edge of what is actually safe to share on stream. We love a Switch King. Yeah. We love Felly being like, oh, I'm starting to actually not mind being tied up and pushed down and played with, toyed with, bitten, marks left on me, but at the same time, time to switch it up. That was, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, at least you didn't have to voice act it. It was good. Thanks for blessing us, Sarah. I know, it was so good. The versatility, damn straight. Is this some crazy BLCD? It was a fun time voicing that one. Oh man, if I could do that offline and actually get some bite sounds. Buy like a nice thick steak so I could actually like hold it in front of my mouth and then bite it next to the mic, just like. Yeah, you can barely hear it right now. That was just me biting my hand. I mean, you can. I could. Who knows? Maybe a couple of different like voice acted scenes will end up appearing in the membership this week. But then the taste of steak is going to be Pavlov and you're going to... That's all good. That's all good. Steak should always have that kind of feeling anyway. It's a treat. If you're going to treat yourself, you might as well have super fun with it. The VA brought the fanfic to new heights. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I did my best with the sound effects too on, you know, as close as I could while on stream. This is amazing. My nose is about to start bleeding. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And with that, Kushami, you said you wanted number 2 rather than number 3. So we will read this one as well, and we'll make sure we actually read the whole thing this time. This one apparently has something about like pregnancy sickness in it, morning sickness in it, which is going to be an interesting one. Thank you for the VA. I'm ascending. No problem. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. This is a Valentine's Day gift for you guys. So yeah, it's just, for the right type of pupals, certain one of these fics are amazing. For the wrong type of pupals, certain of these fics are terrible. So it's going to bounce backwards and forwards between the cute ones, the angsty ones, the ones that actually have like deep plots, and the ones that are really just like, I wonder if I can make Ku actually read this voice line in stream. My table is praying for me to stop punching it, but I can't. Good, good. So glad for my body pillow right now. And hopefully soon, you'll be able to have a very unique body pillow cover too. So you can punch Felly if you need to, or punch me if you need to. Felly probably didn't do anything to deserve it, but you can beat the crap out of me whenever you want to if I do something cringe on stream or something too far, considering we still don't have the stop pasta emote. Okay. From Kushami. The movement in my belly is banana cream pie. This piece is a bit on the long side, but I really want to enjoy writing pregnancy nausea. If Sensei wants it, I'm willing to authorize Sensei to turn it into a voice pack for free. Just kidding. Good to know, though. Good to know. Okay, let me hide this for a second, and I'll open up the images. Okay, it's within 4 images, so that's honestly not too bad. That's not super long. Don't worry about it. 4 full pages. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. I am punching nobody. Fair enough. Sensei is making the voice pack now. Yeah, this is kind of a taster of what's going to be on like the membership voice pack. There's going to be some gentle ones as well. It's not just going to be like kinky stuff, but I am probably going to do the whole like sucking venom out of the wound kind of thing. So there is going to be some voice noises. There's going to be some heavy FellyCu kind of stuff this time. I'm not sure what the other one will be though, because we normally try to do 3. So the other one will be less FellyCu coded and more like gentle, chill fun for people. Okay. You cold-blooded bastard! I'll curse you! Make you suffer just like I did! The woman's shrill scream, torn from her as her soul finally dissolved, lingered like static in the air, replaying over and over in Ku's mind. Let me go with... There we go. He frowned instinctively and turned to look at Féileacan seated across from him. The other man sat perfectly upright, back straight, his face devoid of excess emotion, as if the soul-rending scene moments ago had been nothing more than routine work. Outside the train window, lights slid past one by one, carving brief, rhythmic bands of light and shadow across his impassive profile. She only wanted to stay by her child's side, Ku said quietly, as though trying to give the scream an explanation that hurt a little less. That's why she refused to leave. You knew that staying wouldn't have changed anything, Féileacan replied flatly, his gaze never leaving the rushing lights outside. They passed in neat rows, orderly to the point of cruelty. Responding too strongly to their emotions only traps souls in chaos. They lose even the direction to move forward. Cú let out an unhappy huff and leaned back in his seat. This wasn't the first time he'd heard such a judgment, yet every time it still left behind a faint discomfort. Feileacan made decisions unnaturally fast, as if deliberately skipping over something that couldn't be examined too closely. Especially at this instant when the chains pierced the soul's core. He was certain he'd caught something off, not a visible change in expression, but a barely perceptible pause, like a breath taken half a beat wrong. Yet no matter how he tried to put it into words, none felt quite right. Okay, before we move on, Kushami, this writing is actually fucking incredible. This is impeccable writing. God damn. Like a breath taken half a beat wrong. I like that. I like that. It's just like something slightly off inside, deep down, where you might not even be able to feel it. But yeah, you can tell. Cú's heart sank. He had no physical form right now. He couldn't even reach out to support him. He'd never seen Féileacan like this. Well, I skipped a thing again, didn't I? Yep, okay. I caught it this time. In silence. The train rumbled along the tracks, linking worlds. The low groan of metal on metal filling the carriage in silence. The two returned to the living world. Féileacan still held control of the body, and Cú, stuck in this awkward in-between state, couldn't even find the right moment to ask for it back. It wasn't until the thought, I haven't prepared for Monday's lesson plan, flashed through his mind that Cú took a deep breath and spoke again. Felly, shouldn't you... He froze mid-sentence. Oh my god. What's wrong with your face? Cú, you're so loud. Féileacan pressed one hand to his abdomen, leaning unsteadily against the wall. Cold sweat seeped in from his temples and slid down his pale skin. His face, already lacking color, now looked utterly drained. His lower lip had gone white from being bitten too hard. Cú's heart sank. He had no physical form right now. He couldn't even reach out to support him. He'd never seen Féileacan like this. Even when injured back in a tear, the man had always maintained that unnervingly calm expression, enough to make Cú wonder if Reapers simply didn't feel pain. A sudden cramp twisted through Féileacan's abdomen, forcing him to slide down the wall into a crouch. It felt as though invisible hands were brutally stirring his organs, or as if something were forming inside his belly, trying to tear its way out. His vision washed white. He bowed his head, curling himself smaller. Felly, give me the body first, Cú urged, crouching beside him, panic sharpening his voice. Can't hold on like this. He wanted to wipe away the sweat, to brush aside the damp strands of hair, but his fingers passed uselessly through the air. No. Féileacan tried to stand. His legs buckled, and he nearly collapsed. Drawing a shaking breath, he forced his voice low. This might be after effects from the fight. I can't let you bear something like this. One hand still pressed to his lower abdomen. His chest rose and fell with ragged breaths as he inched painfully slowly toward home. About that just now. Wait. Cú suddenly raised his voice. What if that was that person's curse? Féileacan stopped short, almost losing his balance again. He turned his head and shot Cú a look so cold it practically said, Do you hear yourself right now? There are limits to joking. I'm serious. Cú leaned closer, words spilling out rapidly. She said she'd make us feel the same pain she did. That's the pain of being separated from a child, right? Doesn't that mean there has to be a child first? He spoke with utter sincerity, even gesturing unconsciously, like he was explaining key points to students in class. So what you're saying is... Féileacan sighed. I'm... pregnant. Am I pregante? Am I pregnate? Am I pregantu? Strangely enough, the pain in his abdomen felt a little less infuriating. More precisely, Ku said, we are. The Empreg is finally calm. Is he pregnate? He's pregnate. He's pomegranate. He's pregnant. Empreg, for real. Congrats on the pregnancy, FellyCu. Not what I expected from FellyCu V-Day, but fair enough. Thank you, Kushami. This took an interesting one. He's pregat. Yes, he's pregpat. The fuck did I crash into? We're reading FellyCu fanfics, and this one involves FellyCu pregnant. We've got our Empreg, don't worry about it. If this ain't for you, that's completely cool. We're gonna keep reading. My childhood trauma finally came real when I had that hernia and told my father I was pregnant. It's gotta happen eventually. By the time they finally made it home, Feileacan was practically dragging himself through the door. Along the way, Ku had been non-stop with his educational briefing, comparing symptoms, listing precautions, reminding him to eat and avoid strenuous movements. The concern mixed with the noise made Feileacan seriously consider handing the body back, just so Ku could experience the pain himself and maybe shut up. In the end, he didn't. Not until the cause was clear. He couldn't take that risk. It wasn't just responsibility to a partner, it was professional discipline as a reaper. Feileacan planned to replenish his body with some nutrition first. He took dried noodles, eggs, and slices of meat out of the refrigerator. Just as he dropped the ingredients into the boiling water, the surge of heat and aroma rose up, only for his stomach to suddenly churn violently. The nausea came without warning. Almost on instinct, Feileacan rushed to the bathroom and dropped to his knees in front of the toilet, retching. His body spasmed uncontrollably, shoulders trembling along with his whitening fingers. Waves of nausea surged up his throat again and again, like something being forcibly poured into him. Endless, unstoppable. His diaphragm convulsed, his organs churned and crushed together, pain radiating through his entire body. Even when nothing came up, the nausea refused to ease. Blood vessels burst across his eyes from the strain, tears blurring his vision. His nose burned from the stench, the acidic tang making his scalp prickle. By the time he managed to haul himself upright using the sink, his limbs were shaking with cold. He all but collapsed onto the bed, dragging the blanket over himself. The pain in his abdomen settled into a constant heavy pressure, drawing a low groan from his throat. Curled up like a wounded animal in the corner of the bed, Feileacan just wanted to disappear under the covers. His fingers clenched the blanket until they turned white, as though it was his only shield. Ku watched him silently, reaching out to smooth his messy hair, only to watch his hand pass straight through flesh. Idiot. He chuckled softly, voice gentle. Oh. I'm way better at enduring this kind of pain than you are. So you're saying it was just food poisoning? Feileacan stared at Ku, who was kneeling obediently on the bed. The corner of his eye twitched, irritation forcibly constrained behind reason. Ku averted his gaze guiltily. After you fell asleep, I switched back and went to see a doctor. The doctor said it was gastroenteritis. Didn't I warn you not to ever eat expired salad again? Feileacan pinched the bridge of his nose, voice sharp as a blade. But it was chicken salad. Ku muttered. It had eggs, potatoes, and really good dressing. It was only 1 day past the date. His voice trailed off as his confidence evaporated. he finally whispered. Sorry. Feileacan let out a long sigh. As compensation, I'll buy you banana cream pie today. Cú leaned in a little, deliberately widening his eyes to look pitiful. 3 days worth, Feileacan replied coldly, turning away. Deal! Feileacan sighed. This partner's future was deeply concerning. But, well, at least the banana cream pie that afternoon was something to look forward to. Okay. Okay, you twisted that around real good as well. You wrote like a good amount. Actually really well written, like stress, pain, trauma. Let's go. So I didn't get to experience you guys' period cramps, but apparently that's what pregnancy would feel like. Lovely. Thank you for the treat, Sensei. From the sound of it, you sound about 8 months pregnant. I hope it's twins. I don't think it's twins. I think if it was twins, I'd be dying even more. I don't think I could handle that. I'm not even going to pretend I'm strong enough, but thank you for donating the allowance. Thank you for writing the story, Kushabi. Not the gastroenteritis. I really need to stop eating expired salads, man. But if they're only 1 day after and they were cheap because you could buy them the day before expiration... That's boy math right there. That's boy math. You get a chicken salad for like £3 and it's normally like a £7.50 one. Yeah, no, I don't care. I'll eat that a day late. I'll eat that 3 days late. 3 days is my limit, but I'll take it. I would take it. Must stop planning the baby shower. Oh no. Felly found comfort in thinking the pain was because there was a baby. Someone give him a baby, please. Baby. So that's not how it works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. I've got this all figured out. Okay, we're up to here now. We're not even halfway through yet, and we are quite a bit through the stream so far. Dang it. Based on a true story. Quoi? Like, excuse me? Nani the fuck? Which true story? Also, marinated pup. Oh, your name keeps changing. That one's a cute one. Widow's not the youngest anymore. Pain. Yeah, she's going to be even more grumpy and spoiled now. And Secret Life of Anna, thank you for donating the allowance. Tascaru. Happy Valentine, sir. Let me help you with those wounds. Thank you. Yeah, they need to be like binded in some way or cleaned. Maybe that's how his other children were born. Maybe he's been used to that pain. Maybe he felt that pain and it was just a very much a thing of like, I've been through these games before. I've experienced these eggs. Cú did say they were literally eggs in the salad. So yeah, maybe he's just used to that feeling. Also, KK, is this the same one? On the train, Cú is pestering Féileacan. Yeah, okay. So this is the same one. I'm sorry that I read the original one before. You didn't delete it, so that was the first one I came across. I'm sorry. Sarah, I can torture you with my name with brain rot. Oh, God, yeah, it could be worse. Jojo BB. This is more of a pre-FellyCu relationship. This is not what I intended to write, but here we are. Okay, I'm immediately interested. Oh, it's Widow. He's going to be cute or terrifying. It could go either way. This quote retry is for a correction of typos. Yeah, I figured. So sorry that I read the original one. What song should I go with? Maybe. Honestly, this song might be fine. If it's Widow interacting with Pupals, this will be good. Oh no. Fear. Fear, Pupals. Live in fear. In fact. It's been a while. Get on out here, kiddo. You are part of the story today. There we go. Widow lets out a deep sigh. The terrified Pupals groveling at her feet look up at her, cornered after a long chase. She smiles, drool starting to drip. Maybe just one. One teeny tiny one. What would be the harm? But she stops herself. She promised her father that she wouldn't eat any of the human's precious little creatures. Shoot! Go back to your beloved sensei! Without even another glance at the pitiful creatures, she turns around, looking for something else to do. Maybe she should find her father. Or the man she called father, at least. Féileacan. A reaper of sorts. Feared, stoic, and powerful. Although he'd become too soft as of late. The vessel, that human, the teacher made him meek in Widow's opinion. It had started with telling his daughter to try to be civil with the human when they met in the tracks between. Then he made her promise not to hurt the Pupals because they were apparently very important to the human. This is so cute. What next? Will her father make her call the human mother? Widow had seen her father take up vessels before, but they were just that. A vessel. Something to be used and then discarded. What was so different with this one? What was it about this particular one that made her father care for them? Because that's what he was doing. He cared for the teacher. It was obvious to his daughter, but for some reason the human in question was completely oblivious. The human may be blind, but her father was blinded in another way. She released another sigh, finally finding the rift she'd been looking for. Well, if her father got to have his little human toy, so could she. There on the other side, she saw the red-headed quiet girl, Saoirse, her new playmate. Oh no! She's gonna torture Saoirse? Oh god. I wonder how that will work out. Saoirse with a little baby sister who's a little spoilt brat. That would be an interesting one. What happens when you put together a feral child and a feral cat? Saoirse can 1v1 her. Keep in mind, though, although Widow is tiny, Saoirse has claws, Widow has teeth. Saoirse's bigger and stronger, but Widow can fly. I think she could handle Widow. I think they're going to be a match either made in heaven or thrown into the depths of hell. This will either be or oh no. Yeah, I'm kind of like excited to see if this ever gets continued in the future. Feral chaos, exactly. Just a terrible combination of like sister energy. It's a cat fight, pretty much. Okay, that was a cute one. Thank you for sharing that one. Got a little like widow story. God, that's adorable. Thank you so much for sharing that one, Jojo BB. Very short one, but thank you so much. Willow with the self-restraint. Why does that scare me more? Because it just means she's going to be better at hiding it. It's like she's now got... She's only 4 years old. So, I mean, I think this is okay, but she's realized there are certain things she can't get away with, which just means she's got to find the things that she can get away with. She's got to get better at hiding things. Tish, resharing the previous one I wrote. I hope that's okay. Of course. Thank you so much. Short fanfic about Sensei's experience with the thread of yarn. Sensei told on stream today. I forgot about that. Shit, that was cursed. I forgot about the random unraveling yarn. God, that feels like years ago, even though it must have been within the last 5 months. It was somewhere around like Halloween. Oh, okay. Let me put creepy music on. The pagan ritual. Yeah, whatever the fuck I walked straight through. It was a weird time. The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the sidewalk as Ku made his way home from school, passing by the small park that lined his usual route. His teacher's bag hung loosely over his shoulder, mine still processing the day's lesson plans, when something tugged sharply at his ankle. What the... He glanced down to find a thin black thread wrapped around his leg, stark against his shoes. Féileacan stirred in the back of their shared mind, immediately alert. That's interesting. Ku tried to step forward, but felt the resistance immediately. The thread was taut, leading from the sidewalk into the small park's cluster of trees. Seriously? He muttered aloud, crouching down to examine the thread more closely. Wait. Féileacan's voice was suddenly serious. Don't pull on it yet. This isn't just any thread. What do you mean? Ku crouched down, touching the black yarn carefully. The moment his fingers made contact, both of them felt it. A small electric shock, but not unpleasant. More like recognition? This is woven with intent. Someone's made a barrier here. Following the thread with his eyes, Cú could see it wound between the several trees in the small park in an intricate pattern. It wasn't random at all. A barrier against what exactly? Spirits. Entities like me. There was something almost amused in Féileacan's mental voice. It seems someone in this neighborhood takes the old protection seriously. As Cú untangles himself, he began to appreciate the craftsmanship. Someone's been very busy, he says aloud, a note of professional respect creeping into his voice, the same tone he used when praising a student's particularly creative project. It took forever to get free. Every time Cú thought he'd loosened one part, another section would tighten. The thread seemed to have a mind of its own, and honestly, it was starting to creep him out a little. This is ridiculous, he huffed after about 15 minutes of careful untangling. I'm a primary school teacher, not some evil ghost. To be fair, Féileacan pointed out, you are currently sharing your body with an ancient reaper of souls. You're not exactly threatening, Cú pointed out, still working to untangle himself. You help lost souls move on, don't you? True, but not all who encounter me understand the distinction between reaper and malevolent spirit. Cú finally managed to slip his foot free and stood up, brushing dirt off his knees. He looked down at the loose thread that had caught him, then carefully picked it up and wound it around his fingers. Well played, he said to whoever had created it. Or maybe next time put up a sign. Some of us are just trying to get home. Also, I should probably take this with me so no one else gets stuck. He adjusted his bag and started walking again, this time sticking firmly to the sidewalk. Good thing this happened on my way home and not on the way to work. Can you imagine trying to explain being late because I got caught in an anti-ghost trap? The irony is rather amusing, Féileacan mused. A reaper of souls, briefly trapped by threads meant to repel souls. Life's funny like that, Cú replied. Sometimes getting caught in something unexpected led to the most interesting discoveries. It reminded him that even in his mundane daily routine as a primary school teacher, the mystical world was never far away. Shit, that was written really well. Let's freaking go. The picture of the thread. Yeah, to anybody who's forgotten about this, because it's been a long time. This was like right before Halloween, so... almost 5 months ago. Jeez. I was walking through the park on my way to school and just randomly, started feeling something tugging at my ankle. Started to like reach down and try to unravel it, and it tied around my ankle somehow. And I ended up like pulling it in for like ages. And yeah, there was this giant fucking thing of thread. So I just stuffed it in my pocket and was like, sure, whatever, you're coming with me, I guess. It felt like the beginning of like a creepy horror movie where someone was going to try and murder me. The thread, yeah, you did such a good job writing that, Tish. Thank you so much for sharing that one. Now I remember, yeah, that was... It'd be wild to explain. Yeah. I was late today because I was caught in a snare trap. Made of very, very light thread, but, you know, it was strong. It was too hard to snap. If only I had a knife. Glad you didn't get murdered. Didn't get murdered yet. We'll see. My life is still young. But Tish, thank you so much for sharing that one. That was cool. You know what? Stuffing it in your pocket was asking to be cursed? No, I think if anything, if I just threw it away, that might have been disrespectful. I returned it to the earth. The Thread, starring FellyCu and Cú, coming soon to a theater near you. Perfect. Okay. Kiwi. Slam him down big style. I have some questions. This is a work in progress that I don't know if I'll finish in time. So have some silly goose FellyCu on this fine morning. Sure. Slam him down big style, it said. Okay, 3 pages. Perfect. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this one's wide, boy. There we go. What kind of tone are we thinking for this one? Okay, I think we can go with the gentle theme. Wrestling? Wrestling. Or maybe this one. I'll start with this one and see how it goes. Sounds like a final smash move? Yeah. Maybe it's an ultimate muscle tear. Ultimate muscle. Ultimate muscle. As an eons old entity, he has... Oh, wait, no. Is that the third page? Nope. Okay, that is how it starts. As an eons old entity, he has a duty to the lost souls who need a steady hand, or whip, whichever is most convenient, to guide them out of the darkness they've inflicted upon themselves. It's an arduous and complicated job, one that requires all his attention and strength. So Feileacan has little to no time to figure out what it is he likes and dislikes, no matter how much his new companion, friend, nuisance, thorn in his side, partner pokes at his cheek to open up about them. There's a world in which Feileacan doesn't ever have to know who Ku is. That world isn't this one. This world is the one where he's stuck to see, hear, smell, taste, and feel everything that wretched Ku does. And that's where all his problems lie. The man is a menace in every sense of the word. He's disgustingly empathetic, always quick to cry over any tiny animal video he comes across on his feed. Hey! When a dog finds his way back to its master after like an earthquake where they think they've lost him forever, that shit's adorable. I'm gonna tear up. I'm gonna read this in Felly voice. He's also annoyingly wise and intelligent in his own odd way, which is a trait that makes his choice of profession all the more prominent and, at times, virtuous. However, despite all of that, the true nuisance of the teacher whose body he shares is that he is woefully and agonizingly oblivious. Sometimes Ku very conveniently forgets that he has someone possessing his body at all times, despite Féileacan never feeling the need to take control most days. Why would he want to? The man's life was his own, and he does not believe himself a very good teacher. If the worlds in which he dominated are the tears and the lost souls, Ku's domain is the comfortable chaos of the primary school classroom. So Féileacan, in Ku's mundane world, is a quiet observer. He begrudgingly knows almost everything about his companion. And when he says everything, he means everything. He knows his interests and the way his heart skips a beat when reading his favorite danmei. He knows his food preferences and the little noises he makes when he successfully follows a recipe he's been perfecting for weeks. He knows the scent of his daily cologne, the calluses on every finger, and the way he ties his shoelaces on those stupid Doc Marten boots, if he remembers to tie them at all. Féileacan is burdened with the most intimate knowledge of this man. It's annoying. It's intriguing. It gives him a fucking headache. It's become a sort of routine for him to watch the teacher as he wakes up to get ready for the day. Through hazy vision and an ever-present yawn that cricks the jaw, Féileacan pays attention, simply because he has no other choice. He knows how long Ku brushes his teeth. He knows each swish of his mouthwash to an annoyingly intimate level. He even knows exactly what song he sings in the shower if he feels like turning some music on. He knows every lyric to Epic the Musical now, entirely against his will. Hold on just a second. I'm just gonna show you what was my most recently listened to thing, which I listened to in my shower this morning. I got up to Thunderbringer. I was listening to Epic while I showered this morning. This fanfic knows me way too well. Entirely against his will. It's not like Ku hears him sing along anyway. Féileacan does not sing. He broods. Sometimes he hums when Widow has a nightmare, but that's beside the point. Singing to his child does not count as actual singing. Everyone knows that. But as it turns out, it isn't just Feileacan who gets burdened with knowledge, or the lack thereof. There are days that are taxing for Féileacan too. After a particularly brutal tear, Cú doesn't hear his snide remarks on his daily life as often. He's impressed, almost, by the way he shuts down and doesn't allow others to feel what he feels. It's also a little bit unfair. Feli knows everything about him. He probably even knows the exact length of his hair by the millimeter. But Cú's yet to learn more about Feli despite his eager questions. Oh, learn about Feli. Despite his eager questions, Feli stays cool and reveals but only a small sliver of who he is to his vessel. So Cú decided to take matters into his own hands by making Feli his very own slam book. Is this really necessary? Feli asks, his nose slightly scrunched up. He holds the bright pink book in his hands and watches with disdain as Cú hands him a pen. We've been together for almost a year now, Feli, Cú whines. Like, actually whines. And he stares at Feli with comically large, pleading eyes. I barely know you. I only know your favorite food, and that's not enough. You do not need to know me to work with me. I guess, Cú says with a shrug. But it's not about needing. It's about wanting. It's not fair that you're the only one who can go deep inside me. I beg your pardon. But you already let me into your head. Cú continues as if he did not just say something so mortifying. Féileacan starts to wonder if he chose the right vessel after all. Is it too late to ask for a refund? I like this one. This one is like a much like closer version of Feli and Cú. That's great. Of course, yeah. I got up to Thunderbringer. I was listening through the whole thing, so yeah, I had a long shower this morning. I did my hair properly. I got all prepared. I woke up early. It was a good morning. Not okay. This one's hitting something. That was great. What's a slam book? I don't know, but from context, it sounds like it might be a shared diary. Since Cú was trying to figure out more about Feli. I hadn't heard of a slam book. When it first came up, I was like, is this like a book about like sexual stuff? Is it like people sharing what they like the most? But yeah, that final line was so good. Not fair that you're the only one going into deep places. Don't you know he's a versatile vessel? Exactly. We want it both ways. You need to share, Feli. You need to teach him like I teach one of my kids at school. Like, hey, sharing is caring in every damn meaning of the word. Oh, God. Is it too late now to say sorry? Never. But yeah, does anybody know what a slam book is? Because I imagine it's like a shared diary kind of thing, but let me know. I was genuinely imagining it was like, yeah, a thing where it's like, here's everything I want to do to you. Slam book is a thing preteens do. Preteens to teens used to write down their likes and dislikes. I used to do it with my classmates. Oh, okay. So it is, yeah. It's like a very short, simple diary kind of thing. Maybe a scrapbooky kind of thing. But the idea is like them sharing one together. Like, I know some couples do like a shared diary kind of thing where once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, they just write out like a long entry to each other saying like what they've been through in the week, in the month, whenever, and just, yeah, share their feelings without like having to worry about being judged. They can say whatever they want. And that way it can just be seen when the other partner has time. Thank you for reading my FellyCu. No problem. That was wonderful. I like the way that you personified them. The way that you took Feli is like a very cute version. And yeah, him bickering about Cú and then also having like a slight moment of like, oh, he is kind of intriguing. Yeah, he's good at being a teacher, I guess. And that's kind of virtuous, whatever. It's not like Feli ever sings unless it happens to be with Widow. And that's fine. That's his daughter. And that's just humming. It was so adorable. Slam book is a book passed around high school where you write commentaries about each other. Aw, I bet that was cute back in the day. And then, yeah, I'm sure. Probably the reason they stopped doing things like that. I'm sure the bullying got pretty intense because kids are fucking mean. I love writing yearning. It was very good yearning. Very good yearning and such good, like, Tsundere energy. So thank you. Potentially cute, potentially annoying. Yeah. Like an old book, but it's full of interest rather as info. Got you. Sounds good. Okay, we're almost halfway through these. Not quite. So the plan was to stop at 6 p.m., but I think I'll probably go to 6:30. But we have to stop at 6:30. We might be able to get through most of them today. Blah, blah, blah. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for being you. I always love watching you and can't wait for more from you and Pupals. Can Aishna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Happy Valentine's Day. And yeah, thank you for rejoining the scholarship. Fun fact, I had to change this a bit because the original work in progress is explicit, not safe for work. So this isn't the real fic yet. Okay, Diced Q. Well, you did say he knows and feels everything, so... I guess, yeah, there could be a lot to throw in there. So I'm interested to see what comes out of, like, the real fic. Rules for sharing the fic still the same, remaining the same? Yeah, exactly. It's just outside of, like, the fics that you were sharing for this stream, keep in mind if you want to share, like, any fully adult fics, if you want to share ones that are actually R18, feel free to use hashtag FanFicu, but then just also add the 18+ one. So if people want to look for fanfics but don't want the 18+ ones, they can filter it to cut out, like, any fellatio. Meanwhile, if they, don't want any fanfics in their fan art that's spicy, they can just cut out the fanfic tag. But yeah, fanfic and adult tag to make it so that it's an adult fanfic. Otherwise, just a fanfic tag. And yeah, fanfic tag's got to be there forever. People want to look through them, they can look through them anytime. Mooney, here's my work for FellyCu Vide. Your warmth is all I need. It's 1629 words long. Coffee shop AU. We actually got a coffee shop AU. With fluff and angst. No spice here. I hope you enjoy these screenshots. Full work is on AO3. Okay. 1629 words. Let me see how long that is. We might be able to read the full thing. That doesn't sound super long, I say. Your warmth is all I need. Cute name. Okay, no. Yeah, that's longer than I expected. That's longer than any ones we've read so far. So I will read through the images. I will use this as a teaser. But if anybody ends up like really liking this one, there's a full fanfic on AO3. The link is in the comment itself. So feel free to read it at your own pace. Coffee shop AU? I know. Okay, I guess I got to go to the romance theme. I didn't expect one to actually show up. I was like, yeah, you can write whatever you want. AU's coffee shop if you want. It's like so classic. So yeah, this should be cute. One would think that such a small cafe wouldn't get such big traffic. But Cú took pride in his little shop. He did his best to keep the prices fair and the atmosphere cozy. No entitled people were welcome. They usually made him laugh and then he tossed them out. Nice. This feels more comfortable for a coffee shop. But today had been a lot. First, both his part-timers had to cancel. Something about a sudden exam. Then Will, one of his full-time employees, developed an awful cough in the middle of the day, leading to Cú having to handle most of the orders himself. He could only hope that they were doing okay as he wiped tables and filled the orders that Will usually did. At least Nikki was all good. She was in charge of the bakery, and her lovely treats are probably one of the reasons money has never been an issue. Cú would not be surprised at that. Right, don't get distracted. It's just been a really long day, and Cú was about ready to close the shop. He hadn't worked the floor of the shop this intensely in many weeks. But back aching and arms sore, Cú simply decided to rest as well as he could as everything settled for the last hour of opening. The temptation to close early was lurking in the back of his mind. Dang, I can't quite balance this. But he sympathized with the students since exams were all throughout this week, which means both Evie and Lizzie, the part-timers, would be pretty busy for the remainder. Child labor? We got the 10-year-olds working here, or are they like grown up to like 18? They were lovely workers, but they also were busy students too. So Cú would definitely be serving the floor far more often this week. He heaved another sigh and gently massaged his temples as he imagined the week ahead. His chronic pain could be an awful thorn in his side, but he could hope that it would not be as intense. He'd be fine, right? Right? He heaved another sigh and gently massaged his... The tiny bell above the door jingled, making his eyes fly back open, ready to welcome another customer. Not truly. He was exhausted. But standing there was no stranger. Anything but that, actually. White hair swept up in a high ponytail, Feli quietly shook the snow from his boots and trench coat. Cú could practically feel his whole body relax as the taller man finally made his way to the counter, the smallest of smiles gracing that cold face, which was an incredible sight after such a long day. Cú knew he himself was probably grinning like an idiot, but sue him. It's not closing time yet. What are you doing here, Feli? Cú got an eye roll in response to his teasing voice, which was so cute to see. To make sure you don't burn yourself out. Those crystal blue eyes bored into the barista, forcing Cú to look away. I'm doing just fine, thank you. He crossed his arms with a huff, but when he opened his eyes to peek back, Feli simply looked unimpressed. Cú let out a tiny sigh before grinning and spinning to reach for an empty cup. How about I get you a drink? Something to warm you up? Maybe some banana cream pie? But Feli was faster getting around the counter. Arms wrapped around his waist, pulling Cú into a very firm chest. What? A blush exploded over Cú's face as Feli curled around him. Not in public, he whispered, trying to comprehend why he was suddenly victim to an overgrown koala. Save it for home, idiot! The barista quickly glanced at the few remaining customers in the shop, but they hadn't noticed the interaction. You're the idiot, mea vita. Relax and sit down, Feli murmured as he nudged Cú's cheek with his own. That voice was right in Cú's ear, and fuck, his blush was not going away. God damn! Overgrown koala, I know, that's cute. What is mea vita? Is that my life? Because I guess that could be my life, but what language is that in? Let's go BL. Yeah, that was cute. Oh, the coffee shop AU with the full-on like barista and favorite customer. Secretly having, well, obviously having a relationship, but trying not to have too much PDA. So domestic. Yeah, it was so cute. This one was adorable. Mooney, thank you so much for sharing this one. And yeah, other people said it's an AU, so the kids are probably aged up. So yeah, they're probably university students at this point. High ponytail is peak. Yeah, it is. It's Italian. Okay, thank you. Mea vita. I don't know if the mea is pronounced that way, so sorry. Coffee shop AU, my beloved. We've had a nice mix of things so far. We've had some like slightly spicy ones. We've had some ones that are like super, super sugary and sweet. And then we've even had some cute ones like involving Widow. It's nice. Kobare, just the last bits of an old fic in case I can't cook something up in time. Did you cook something up in time? Let me see, because if you've got a newer one you wanted to share, I'll try to find that one, Kobare. Yeah, okay. One more submission, far outside of my comfort zone, but I got you, Sensei. Okay, now I'm kind of worried about this one. That makes it sound like this one has got its own thing going on. Let's find out. Oh, God. Fair enough. Slightly spicy, like I did. Why really need to grab my headphones for a few of them? Couple of them. Okay, so this is the one that Kobare wrote properly for today. Oh, I was already on the right thing. Whoops. Another Sunday, another peaceful writing session. Or so he thought. Not even a streamer's silver tongue could save Cú-chan from his own creations, as the sight of IRL FellyCu looming over his desk like a pair of hawks left him utterly speechless. Oblivious to the sudden intrusion, the pupils were committing arson again in the Go classroom. They didn't bother Cú-chan at the moment, his eyes fixated on Feileacan's magnificent silver locks. He was so ready to trail down that waistline respectfully when the Reaper cleared his throat. Hold back your gaze, Feileacan frowned, not entirely sure what to call his writer. It's loud. Catching himself, Kuchan smiled sheepishly and mouthed a quick, "Sorry." Eh? Oh, okay. Right there, Felly. See? He's calling us fictional characters. Can you believe that? Cú, the self-insert guy, chimed in, shaking his head at the heavily rewritten chapter in mock outrage. "Hey, no peeking," Kuchan muttered under his breath, hopefully low enough not to be picked up by the microphone. He closed the document hurriedly, his mouse knocking over an almost empty mug, and ended up smashing a couple of keys. Startled by the sharp thud, Kuchan immediately glanced at chat. He felt really bad that the hard-working pupils were clearly getting jump-scared.
My ears! Taipan Tascado! Sensei mouthing for real.
Shit. Sorry, guys, it was the cat. Let me mute myself for a second. He lied without skipping a beat. Painfully conscious that his ears must have turned red in embarrassment, Kuchan spinned around to complain, only to be grabbed by the chin. It was his doppelganger by choice, a glimmer of mischief in those pale blue eyes. What the hell? Let go of me. Shh. No need to fight yourself, Cú. You want your fantasies to write themselves? Here, let us show you how it's done. With barely concealed laughter, Cú leaned in for a kiss. The last thing Kuchan heard was Féileacan's sigh, dangerously close from behind, nearly drowned out by the rustling of whatever metal part that got entangled with his belt buckle. Holy shit! Lies as easy as he breathes. Damn well right. That was written well. Old man Segs. Old man... Oh god, that was three-way. So that was the idea of me, Kuchan, the writer behind the characters, Cú and Felly. But Cú and Felly somehow coming into the real world. And I read that wrong. I'm sorry. I accidentally, even though it did say that his doppelganger by choice, I naturally just read this as if it was like Feileacan, but that was clearly Cú from the story being all playful and kinky. Why is this so good? Because Cabaret is incredible. Cabaret is the one who writes the things for our events, which I'm going to be making a short about actually. But yeah, Cabaret does like a really good job, understands the characters very well. Bringing the writer in as a third character and the self-inserts coming in, god damn. Féileacan just being like, I guess I'm getting dragged into this too. More Kuchans? Hell yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that one, Cabaret. Spicy. Just a tiny bit of spicy at the end too, so it was good. Thank you very much for sharing that. Okay, let's go back to where we were in the list before. Okay. Oh, does this one have an image too? Yo. The previous one by Cabaret straight up had an image as well. What little remains? That's so cool. We won't read that one for today because I want to get through some other people's ones, but thank you for sharing that one. I'm definitely going to read that one offline as well. This one. This one. Deleted white space. I'm sorry. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going to read that one later. I'm sure it's going to be good. Nice artwork. Yeah, the artwork looks so sick as well. So thank you for writing so many, Cabaret. Mickey. First fanfic of 2026 and committed one of the evilest sins a writer can do. Worrying. Hope you enjoyed this scuffed fanfic that I sped ran. Thank you. I need lobotomy for beta reading for me. Okay, let's do this. Not me realizing almost a day later that I left the same paragraph in at the end of page 2 and at the start of page 3. All good. It's all good. Thank you for the warning. Okay. What do you mean when you run out of... Sorry. The first time he saw him, he thought he was the most beautiful person he'd ever seen. Long, beautiful white hair with slight curls at the ends, framing that lovely angular face and draping over broad shoulders that seemed to be begging for him to lean against. The school outfit did well to hide those well-defined chest and abs, but those pants, useless. Ku would always be distracted by how easily the outlines of the boy's bountiful buns and crotch could be seen. Anyways, it had been a throbbingly painful year ever since he laid his eyes on Feli. Ku decided he had enough of just looking and dreaming. Yo, school AU? God damn, bountiful buns, I know. At least this one doesn't have pancake. That's how you know it's an AU. Valentine's was just around the corner, and it just so happens to fall on a school day. It lined perfectly with what he'd planned to do once he had enough courage to carry it out. Wasn't this a sign that the gods were giving him their blessings too? He'd saved enough pocket money over several weeks to obtain a gorgeous... You son of a... You didn't. You took my childhood trauma and rewrote it into FellyCu. Okay. Okay. He'd saved enough pocket money over several weeks. Oh god, yeah, I'm just gonna... This is what we're doing. This is the pain. This is what you've driven me to. He'd saved enough pocket money over several weeks to obtain a gorgeous necklace adorned with a well-crafted key pendant from a nearby market. That coupled with a letter containing a heartfelt confession that ended with, "You're the key to my heart." Who wouldn't fall head over heels in love with him? Or so that was what Ku had thought. When he saw Feli in the courtyard alone on that fateful Valentine's Day, he felt cracks forming in the wall of confidence he had built throughout the year. Every step he took toward the other boy, the cracks deepened again and began crumbling. The moment his eyes met Feli's, when he stood in front of him, his confidence had been reduced to rubble, and it took all of him to stiffly lift his arm to pass the tightly gripped letter with a neatly wrapped gift and croak out a, "Hi." Wait, no, I don't want that one. Ew. There we go. Ku would have probably survived the encounter if Feli's face had remained its stoic expression as always when the other had opened his letter and gift. Ku probably would have survived the encounter if Feli's face... Oh, but the slight eyebrow arch that turned into a frown on his face that he loved so much through his defenselessness self straight into the pits of complete panic. His defense mechanism kicked in, and his mind began screaming at him to run. But before he could start running, he felt a strong grip on his arm, pulling him back. What do you mean by this? Oh, God. To be continued, maybe? Oh, God, you ruined my child trauma. This is so foul. I know, right? Hello, police. I'm witnessing a moida. I was a moida. I was moided. I love this. That's such torture. That's such torture. Giving you a new dream. Yeah, rewriting history. Would that be my tear if I died as like a fucking 11-year-old? It's like, man, I wish I'd actually stayed long enough to find out how the confession went. I wish Feli had grabbed my arm instead. At least the ending's not so bad. Yeah. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Oh, it'll probably be for me. The Feli might kill me. Even in like little child schoolboy version, Feli might kill me. Does that mean that's age gap Feli too? That's like 11-year-old Kuchan and like 16-year-old Feli, 15-year-old Feli. Damn, that is an image. Suddenly this became a horror fanfic. I know, right? Your makeup, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. That hurt and made me cry. Yeah, I feel that. The fending could be Feli accepted you and Papapa. Okay, let's age them up to university real quick before we do that. That's hilarious. They said, want to go through it again, Sensei? I know. They were like, oh, let's destroy it. Let's hurt you even more. Didn't even think of the age gap there. Yeah, no, if it was continuing from the original story, I would have been a little baby 11-year-old and Feli would have been 15. Meanwhile, if it is like a university AU, Ku don't blast some emo songs after this confession. Oh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna. Bruh. I don't even listen to I Write Sins Not Tragedies because this was both a sin and a tragedy. How dare you, Mickey? 10 out of 10. Would cry again. Well played. At least I haven't transmigrated just yet. It's Valentine's Day after all. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Well, I'm not okay. No, I'm really not okay. We'll compensate you with a sus FellyCu fanfic for you. Thank you. That'll make it even. Thank you for donating to the Feileacans, and I hope you're having a lovely day. About to get the disco in the background? Yeah, and then I switched it up. God damn it. Okay, Ying needs hugs. Ying Shizie. Let's see what you've got today. Alexa, play Despacito. No, Despacito can't challenge this. We need Despacito 2. Despacito 2 is the only way to go. Okay, let's see what Ying's got. Ooh. It shouldn't bother him. He was the one who told Ku to venture beyond his self-imposed confines more. He should be alright with this. He wanted his vessel to have a richer, fuller life. So why then was he watching the unfolding scene with such turmoil within his breast? Sleep weighed heavily on his vessel's eyelids, as the woman Ku had successfully prepositioned arranged for their transport. Their souls were ensnared within the one flesh, so Feileacan felt the heady rush of desire flushing Ku's cheeks, tasted the smoke from his clumsily lit cigarette, even as the woman stole it neatly from his shaking fingers. She said something, but trapped as he was within the world of Ku's senses, Feileacan found his gaze hooked stubbornly on the shape of her wine-red mouth as she pouted around the smoking stick of tobacco and dragged in a deep, dark breath. It hurt him. Damn. This is written really well. Like, the descriptions for all of this really puts you into, I'm assuming the Uber. I'm assuming they're traveling in, but man, it's written so good. For reasons beyond his ken, Feileacan felt sickened by their casual intimacy as they sat too close in the too dark cab, limbs slouched together in a cozy crumple of alcohol and shared attraction. Ku fumbled for his keys at his doorstep, and Feileacan was overcome with the irrational desire to fling them into the bushes instead. The scent of her hair filled Ku's nose, and Feileacan felt nausea suffuse him in response. Their very proximity offended him. Despite knowing where this was headed, the sight of Ku's bed still filled him with dread. It was happening, wasn't it? He wanted to vomit, so very badly that it hurt, even in the absence of his own physical form. This woman was talking again. Feileacan tuned her out desperately, his senses narrowing to the soft weight of her hand on Ku's chest. She wasn't unpleasant to look upon, with her soft rolls of flesh and perfumed hair. Why then this panic as Ku gently divested of her of her dress? Why could he not bring himself to look at her? Cease this, he wanted to yell. Let me go. Somewhere far away from this darkened bedroom where his stomach was sinking and his heart was breaking. How long had he been jealous? Why was he jealous? This rolling, tumultuous ocean of emotions crested and threatened to rob him of his air. He could not grasp the truth of this matter. Someone told him that to do so would be to forever be changed somehow, that all he knew or thought he knew was on the verge of shattering beyond what he could bear. Was this what he had wrought? Was this the price of his goading, his teasing, his insistence that Ku find himself a world outside of Feileacan? There had to be a silver lining to all this, he thought desperately. Surely some side of this whole affair was brighter than the whole. He forced his eyes to look, and all he could think was, it started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. I realized like somewhere through the second page, like, oh, this is just straight up the song. Tragedy, Throwing saints into the sea. Yeah, what was it? And now in the back of a cab, and she's taking a drag. Mr. Brightside by the Killers. Yeah, exactly. It's this plotline of Mr. Brightside, but written as a FellyCu angst jealousy fanfic with fucking Feileacan being cocked, which is great. We got Brightsided, we did, and it was written in such an interesting way. I was like, part of me was like, she's literally taking a drag, but it's described so well. Like the lipstick, the smell of the hair, the description of being stuck inside the cab, like everything is written so well. Surely this isn't all just leading up to not quite a Rickroll, but basically a fucking Rickroll. FellyCu angst turned into a Rickroll with motherfucking Mr. Brightside, the cock song. 10 out of 10. You can see. And now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab. It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. No more Rickroll, just Brightsided. That was fucking amazing. Probably one of the most interesting ways you could have taken this assignment of like, hey, I want you guys to write me a fanfic. Okay, I'll write you an angst, NTR, jealousy fanfic sharing one body, but it's actually just Mr. Brightside. 10 out of 10, no notes. Exactly. Meanwhile, Jesus Christ, it was written in an interesting enough way where it's like, that it would be an interesting scenario for Felly if I ever actually like took somebody home and Felly would have to just live through that. Would he actually be jealous? I doubt it, but he would have to experience that shit. Oh my God, Ying is sick. Yeah, no, that was amazing. Felly needs to sing this in karaoke. Jealousy, throwing saints into the sea. 10 out of 10, man. MJ and Lim, thank you for donating the allowance. Thank you for the beautiful rose, and I hope you're having a lovely day. The writing is amazing. It is perfect. Okay, Ellie. Here is my FellyCu fanfiction homework. Ta-da! Hope you love it, Kutan. Thank you. I'm sure I will. This one was only dropped in 23 hours ago, so we're finally at like the final day of homework time. Too kind, but thank you, thank you. No, genuinely well written as well. Like I said, there were points when I was like, this seems familiar. There's no way that Mr. Brightsiding me right now. I was like, no, it's written too well. You wouldn't go to that level. You just write out the lyrics, but then add some like Feileacan thoughts. But no, you committed. You fucking committed. And it was so good. Okay, Ellie, a camp on a winter day. Let's see what we've got here. Also, Ying Shijie, thank you so much for going through so much of the hashtag and like responding to people's creations. I see you like commenting on so many of the Pupal's fanfics as well and saying what you think of them. So that was really sweet. It's lovely to see. A camp on a winter day. Let me go with this one. I want it like we'll start like a bit dark, but not dark anymore, like Feileacan theme. It was a winter day. Snow was falling from the sky in delicate crystals. Felly and Cú were cheerful as they headed towards the campsite in their caravan. Felly was driving while Cú watched the snowflakes outside through the window. The journey passed with Cú's jokes and laughter, along with Felly's frequent eye rolls. When they arrived at the campsite, Felly parked the caravan. Cú immediately jumped out and took a deep breath while looking up at the sky. This is amazing. Felly smiled and turned to him, holding out the tent bag. Come on, Cú. Help me. Cú nodded with a grin and took the bag from his hands. He pulled the tent out and looked at the metal poles scattered over the grass. Slightly confused, he took out the instruction manual and bent down, holding the poles. We don't have to make the joke. Which one is this? Smiling, Felly walked over. He took the poles from Cú and began setting up the tent. Cú was still focused on the manual. Finally, he lifted his head with a proud smile. Okay, now I get it. The pole connects to... But Felly had already finished setting up the tent. Cú pouted. Felly! Grinning, Felly stood up and took the manual from his hands. We've set this tent up before. Cú shrugged, making Feli laugh. As the sky darkened, the two of them sat on logs by the campfire. Cú bit into a marshmallow and looked at Feli, raising an eyebrow. Why aren't you eating? Feli was warming his hands by the fire. He turned to Cú and shook his head slightly. I'm not hungry. Cú wrinkled his cold, reddened nose. Excuse denied. Besides, marshmallows aren't a main course, Mr. Know-It-All. Everybody knows there's a dessert stomach too. You can fit as much extra food in you want in there as long as it's a dessert. He grabbed the marshmallow bag beside him, opened it, and placed one on his stick. Holding it over the fire, he waited until it began to melt slightly, then smiled and held it out to Feli. There was a light glistening of sticky white liquid hanging off his stick. There! Ta-da! Go on! Feli raised an eyebrow and looked at the marshmallow. He sighed. Fine. He tucked his long hair behind his ear and leaned forward. His tongue lapped at the white liquid, then swallowed the stick whole and pulled away. As he chewed, he looked at Cú. It's good. Cú's cheeks flushed as he quickly put another marshmallow on his stick. Thanks. I guess I'll have another one. Before finishing his sentence, he popped another marshmallow into his mouth. Feli watched him with an amused grin. Yeah. The moon took its place in the sky. Cú was jumping over the snow-covered grass, and the cardigan Feli had draped over his shoulders slipped to the ground. Feli shook his head with a soft sigh and smiled. Be careful, don't slip. He walked towards the tent and crawled inside, preparing the sleeping bags. He placed the extra pillows they had bought and tied his long hair up, with the tie around his wrist. After taking a deep breath, he sat between the two sleeping bags, turned on the rechargeable night lamp and placed it between them. Yay! Just then, Cú burst into the tent, laughing sweetly. Feli startled as Cú jumped onto him from behind, making him stumble forward slightly. Oh my god, you scared me. Cú giggled and wrapped his arms around Feli's shoulders, rubbing his nose against Feli's hair. I'm good at that. Feli rolled his eyes, though he couldn't hide his smile. Cú flopped onto his blue sleeping bag. This is great. Feli slipped up the tent, slid into his own sleeping bag, and yawned as he laid down, turning his back to Cú. Is that all of it? It says it's 4 out of 9 in the pages. Are there more? Oh, okay, so this is just a teaser for now. Thank you so much, Ellie. That was really cute. Sorry I slipped in some... To anyone who was listening without watching, there were a couple little descriptions I added there. That was actually a very cute, very fluff fic. It was adorable. But yeah, unfortunately, I added some descriptions that were a bit more playful, suggestive about like white liquids and sticks and gooey marshmallows. That sure is a description. Yeah, I had some fun with that one. That was so funny. That was very cute. That was adorable. It was you, how dare. Yeah, if you were just listening in, you heard like a different version. There are 3 more pages too in my account. If they're not in reply. Oh, here we go. 3 more pages too. Oh, perfect. I was like, if they're not in the hashtag, but no, they're in the hashtag. Well played. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So 7 out of 9. It lied to me. Weird. Okay. It really is. After a long silence, Cú called softly. Feli? Without opening his eyes, Feli murmured. Yes. Suppressing a giggle, Cú whispered. Nothing. Feli opened his eyes, unable to stop the corner of his lips from lifting. A little while later, he spoke. Cú. Cú raised his eyebrows and looked at the back of Feli's head. Yes? With a quiet grin, Feli shrugged slightly. Nothing. Cú pouted as he shifted inside his sleeping bag. He suddenly froze. Frowning, he placed a hand over his chest. Something was moving. He He suddenly screamed and burst out of his sleeping bag. Felly turned around in alarm and sat up. What's happening? Cú shook himself frantically. Oh my god! There was a bug on me inside my sleeping bag! In his panic, he stumbled and fell right into Felly's lap. Oh my god, Cú! He grabbed Felly's arm urgently. Check my sleeping bag! Sighing, Felly crawled over on his knees and unzipped it. There's nothing. Just then, a tiny spider crawled out. Cú frowned at it over Felly's shoulder. What is that? Why is it looking at me like that? Taking a deep breath, Felly gently extended his hand. A small spider crawled onto it. Cú's face went pale. Are you touching it? Felly held the tiny spider out toward Cú with a grin. Isn't it cute? Cú froze, swallowing hard. He nodded stiffly with a very forced smile. Very, very cute. Adorable. Chuckling, Felly opened the tent zipper and carefully set the spider outside on the grass. Cú immediately wrapped his arms around Felly's shoulders. You know, I actually love spiders. You know? I actually love spiders. I'm not afraid of them or anything. Felly laughed and patted Cú's hair gently. Absolutely. Cú frowned again, but then buried his face into Felly's neck, speaking in a muffled voice. I'm so embarrassed. Still smiling, Felly wrapped his arms around Cú and shuffled back towards his side of the tent. Then, let's sleep in my sleeping bag. Cú raised his eyebrows, glanced at the sleeping bag and smiled. Well, if you insist. He jumped into Felly's sleeping bag and lay on his back. Felly grinned and leaned over him slightly, resting his chin on Cú's chest. Good night, Cú. Cú swallowed softly, then wrapped his arms around Felly and giggled. Good night, Felly. The two of them ended the night with laughter and quiet conversation. Okay, that was cute. I'm glad we finished that one off. That one was adorable, domestic, very sweet. Ellie, you did such a good job on that one, so thank you for sharing both of those. Cú, don't bully Andy the spider. If he crawls into my sleeping bag, to quote Robin from Batman, one of the Batmans, fuck me or let me go. Fuck me or let me go. You crawling into my sleeping bag? There is one of two ways to get the fuck out of this. Valid crash out. It was a spider. I think the worst thing is not knowing what it is. When you first feel like something crawling along your body and you're not sure what it is, that's the worst bit. It's that unknown feeling of just like, there's something tiny, like squiggling around me. You just feel like the hairy legs, whatever the fuck it is, and it's like, no. Kuchan, thank you for reading my fanfiction. I'm so happy right now. No problem. Thank you so much for writing it. That was really cute. That was really cute. The sleeping bag. Yeah. Felly being like, it's okay. Come and join my sleeping bag. Very gentle. Very cute. Very adorable. And there was only one sleeping bag. Exactly. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I need to use the bathroom real quick, but I'll try to get at least two more fanfics done. I probably won't be able to do much more than that, but I'll try to get two done before I have to head out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll be right back. Why is the classroom being set on fire? Thank you for somebody gifted, though. Jay, Sabrina Saberhagen. Oh, double from Sabrina Saberhagen. Thank you guys so much for all the gifted scholarships. And Jin, wow, orange super chat. And it's just toilet roll. Thank you for the toilet roll funds, I think. Jin. Thank you for donating the allowance, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Nothing unusual there. I don't know about that one. Shit, he's back. Yeah, I caught you guys mid-act. How dare. Welcome back, Sensei. Thank ya. Can you put out a... Probably, Yingshi, yeah. I think if you catch it early enough, but... Yeah, I'd imagine so. Just have to catch it early enough where it hasn't, like, spread too much. Or really, really need to go and drink as much water as, like, a racehorse. That also works. Everyone who shared their fix is awesome and slay. Yes, they are. You guys worked so hard, so thank you guys for making this an awesome Valentine's Day. And yeah, for White Day, don't worry, I got you guys. You guys don't have to do a thing. It's my turn. It's revenge. Revenge of the Kuchan. And Kendra Breton, thank you so much for the 5 gifted scholarships. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for being here. Chuck the toilet roll in Sensei's face, hey. My classroom deserves better than this. Don't TP my classroom. It ain't even Halloween. Depends on how much alcohol you've had. That's more of a, like, can you even aim at that point anymore? Okay, who have we got next? Sky Ticket CYL. Happy Valentine's Day. I tried my best to write a Valentine's Day story of Féileacán and Cú. I knew very little about the characters, so there definitely should be a lot of OOC. Honestly, like, the OOC that people have been doing so far just makes it still good. It's been a wonderful time reading all of these and seeing you guys' like thoughts on the characters. Oh, and there's an AO3 version. Thank you so much. This is a good one. A long one. Boo. Okay. It's also a big boy. Let's see if I can fit this one on screen. Boo. Almost. Nope. God damn, this is a big boy. There we go. Taking up the whole thing. It's a big boy. Yeah. Big thick. Okay. FellyCu, the sweetness that stayed. It's Valentine's Day. When his consciousness returned, Feileacan followed the gaze of the body's owner toward the phone screen where he saw the date. He didn't mention it. As usual, he remained silent and simply watched. He watched Cú get out of bed, prepare breakfast, take a walk outside, and come back complaining that even on a Saturday, he still had to work overtime organizing documents before slipping into yet another ordinary weekend. A normal day. Then at some point in the afternoon, Cú, who was working on the computer, suddenly froze in front of his computer, noticed the date. Wait, it's Valentine's Day today! Cú had been muttering to himself about work tasks while sorting documents on his computer, but his tone suddenly brightened with excitement at this point. Felly, doesn't that mean we should... No, I haven't even said anything yet. But you've already thought everything, Feileacan replied coldly. Put those filthy thoughts away. Hey, come on! Don't you think since it's Valentine's Day we should enjoy a little bit of that kinda... I said don't ever let me hear those disgusting things. I love that so far I don't know if this is actually sexual. Or if he's just being like, oh, those disgusting things, put them away from me. And it's just like Cú being like, but I just want to eat some candy and watch a movie. Maybe hold hands, maybe cuddle, maybe a little huggy hug. But it's Valentine's Day, Felly. We're literally stuck together every single day. Shouldn't we celebrate it together? Go get ready. We're going out. Huh? Seeing the other person clearly hadn't processed it, Felly let out a quiet sigh and continued. Throw the trash out of your head. We're leaving now. Okay. Following Féileacan's instructions, Cú arrived at a dessert cafe. It was located well within Cú's usual range of places, and yet somehow he'd never noticed it before. Order a slice of black forest cake and a banana cream pie, Féileacan said. And so now, Cú sat alone at a cozy, charmingly decorated window-side two-seater with an exquisite slice of black forest cake and a banana cream pie on the table. So, does this count as a date? Cú asked, twirling the dessert spoon in his hand. It doesn't. Seriously? Both the staff and the couples around here are all looking at me sitting here alone with this pitying gaze, Cú muttered, scooping up a bite of the black forest cake. If this weren't your idea, I'd be sitting here and taking all that. You owe me some kind of compensation. The cake melted in his mouth. It was sweet, rich with chocolate. Is it good? Féileacan asked suddenly. Well, yeah, it's pretty good, Cú admitted, then immediately frowned. How did you even know about this place? Tell me you used the computer again while I was asleep. Cú started fussing over the smallest things again. I've told you, if I don't sleep enough, my beautiful hair is going to start falling out. I've already stayed up so many nights in a row dealing with dust butterflies. As long as it tastes good enough. As long as it tastes good. Isn't that good enough? Humans really have too many problems. That's not the point. Do you have any idea how important hair is for us humans? Ugh. You only get to have that long, gorgeous hair because you're a spirit and don't have to maintain it. Let me tell you, hair is... Cú continued his complaints inside his head while slowly finishing his slice of black forest cake, then scooped a small spoonful of the banana cream pie. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that Cú was just doing this out loud. I was so hoping like all the other couples at this restaurant were just sitting there staring at the man who ordered a slice of pie and a slice of cake and is just like, were you using the computer again? God, my hair's gonna fall out. Hair's really important for humans, you know? Just like everybody's staring at him like, can that guy leave? Like, oh, maybe we should leave. Like, oh God, he's having a mental breakdown. Let's just hope he doesn't have anything dangerous with him. After the sweetness of chocolate and cherry, that familiar artificial banana flavor spread across his tongue once more. Féileacan did truly think it was good, only he wouldn't admit it until much, 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 much later. It was about time. Féileacan let his attention drift away from the endless chattering thoughts spilling out of the other person and turned his gaze towards the glass window beside him. Reflected there was the image of a young man with short grey ash grey hair. The light of sunset outside slipped past him. The colours of gold and grey seemed to dissolve together into the clean, transparent glass. He watched the smile on the man's face, watched the sunset gradually sink below the buildings, leaving only the afterglow to paint half the sky crimson. Féileacan closed his eyes. It was time to wake from the dream. In a vast, silent castle, a grey-haired reaper of souls opened his eyes. Yo, the fucking angst. Holy shit. For one thing, the description from this entire page is beautiful. Like the gold and the silver melting together, gorgeous. For another thing, the idea that like Cú's whole universe is just a dream that Féileacan is having. Very like connected to the whole like, am I a butterfly dreaming of being a man, or am I a man dreaming of being a butterfly? But god damn, that was so good. The idea of him waking up alone in the castle and just being like, fuck. That's right. That's how he knew about the food place? Yeah, it didn't need logic. It was just a dream. And it was all just a dream, yeah. And now he doesn't have any banana cream pie. I guess at that point, things have all come to an end. That's how, that was good. My heart, what the heck? Yeah, no, that was written beautifully, Sky Ticket CYL. Thank you so much for sharing that one. Okay, one more, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. I'm going to look through Streamlabs before I head up as well, just in case. Ying, I've already read one by you, so I'm going to skip. Sarah Games. We're going to end on Sarah Games' one. And sorry, it looks like we haven't gotten through like 10 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, so I missed 9, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll have another chance to do these in the future, but we got 2/3 of the way through. So yeah, thank you guys so much for everybody who shared them. I'll definitely read the rest of them offline. And if I find anything that's particularly like, oh, that's crazy, I'll retweet it and like mention on it. So thank you guys so much. It's been a long time since I've written it, so scuffed. But for Sensei, happy Valentine's Day. There's also a not safe for work version. Let's freaking go. Wait, where's the not safe for work version? I thought it was going to be like in a comment. Okay. Hold on, can you scroll back up to the 9th one for a second? No. What was the 9th one? Twitter image. There we go. Open a new tab. What was it about it that wanted you to see it again? Or did it have like, Felly maybe missed those memories? Yeah, and it sounds like by that point he's like, oh, I should have admitted that I liked the banana cream pie. He started admitting it like after Ku was gone, after Ku can't hear it anymore. Is that even safe for YouTube? Maybe not. Maybe not. That's the fun part. I would have just flashed through it and been like, let's see how bad it is. A table set for 2. Okay, let me put the romantic theme back on. Perfect. A table set for 2. Fresh banana cream pie in the center, 2 flutes filled with dessert wine, and a lilting, sultry ballad drifting through the air. Except there was only him. Ku sat alone in the chair, speaking to the empty air. The least you could do is show yourself and celebrate Valentine's Day with me. It's technically your fault that I have to be alone today. His words were met with silence. Ku sighed, sliding an ice cube from the wine bucket and crunching down on it. By the 3rd ice cube, he felt his hand being held as the cube slowly melted into his palm. Stop crunching. You know it hurts your teeth. A cold voice swept through his mind as the cube was lifted into the air. It hung there for a brief moment before dropping to the floor. Before Ku could react, the hair on his arms stood on end as a familiar chill spread across his back. A faint breath brushed the nape of his neck before he felt himself pulled into an embrace. Ku swallowed. Felly? He turned his head slightly and felt cold fingers lightly grip his jaw before firm lips covered his. The kiss deepened relentlessly as arms tightened around him, pulling him closer. Happy Valentine's Day, Felly murmured, his touches growing more insistent as one hand slipped beneath the hem of Ku's sweater. No, Ku choked, attempting to pull away, only to find Felly's arms tightening around him, tighter and tighter, till his breath was forced from his lungs. I can't breathe, Ku managed to gasp, his vision beginning to darken. Cuckoo! The sound cut sharply into his consciousness as he jerked awake with a gasp. Will was standing across from him, laughing as he untangled the basket Ku had somehow wrapped around himself. How do you even manage to get this twisted while sleeping? Will continued laughing as they shook out the blanket. Ku looked around. No table. No candlelit dinner. Nothing. He was still in the office. Come on now, you should head back. It's Valentine's Day. Lots of couples roaming the streets unless you want to get caught up in all the PDA. Ku paused as he accepted the folded blanket from Will and placed it back on the couch. Yeah, I should. He returned to his desk to gather his belongings, only to find a stalk of Duan Na Guac lying there. It wasn't even in season. Quietly, he reached out and touched it. He vaguely remembered that the wildflower symbolized delicacy and daintiness. All right, he got the message. Huffing softly, Ku packed his bag and left for home, leaving the blue wildflower behind on his desk. There was another meaning to the flower, one long forgotten. It also meant love and affection. Happy Valentine's Day. Aww, that one was cute. Felly is like, oh, taking control of his body, leaving him gifts and shit while he's asleep. God damn, man. I gotta look up that flower. I want to know what it looks like. 1 second. They dream of each other? I know. Tuan. Na. Croc. G-C-A-O-R-A-C-H. Never heard of that one. And I can't find an image of it. Does it have like another name? So when I search for it, I get all kinds of other things. Felly leaving gifts like a cat would. Yeah, like leaving his like kills laying around. Half-eaten little forest creature. Ending the reading with a sweet Valentine one. Yeah, that was cute. They've all been so sweet and sad. Y'all are such beautiful writers. There's been some kinky ones. There's been some silly ones. There's been a nice mix. The Pupals are freaking amazing. My Fujoshi heart is loving these fanfics. Yeah, these were very cute. I feel like we'll go through maybe a couple more on Oshiete Oku Sensei. Just like 2 or 3 more short ones just as part of that stream. But these were so good. Thank you guys so much for sharing them. Damn, we didn't get to Chewing, Jennifer, Claudines, Luthier, Kaoshe, Ukeisuke. KK dropped another one. Passeriday. Yeah, okay. Oh, and some people threw some in like right after the stream started. Oh no, I'm sorry guys. Oh, it's gonna cringe if you read mine. I might get to it in the future. It's on the hashtag. Unless you delete it, I might grab it anytime in the future. Just be warned about that. Thank you everyone for your submissions. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I had so much fun with it. Got to do some fun voice acting. There were a couple of them that were really good. Sheep's Bit is the other name? Oh, Sheep's Bit. Okay. Sheep's Bit flower. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it looks like a thistle. Ulster Wildlife. So it is Irish. Damn. When I searched for it, it said something about like sheep in Irish, but I had never heard of that flower before. Sheep's Bit, Jazion, Montana. Cool. Annual or biannual? Native to Europe and Russia. It's got a lovely image. So thank you. I'd never heard of that one before. Sheep's Bit flower. Want to add mine, but I'm so busy IRL. You're all good. Don't worry. Was the last one on Twitter or Blue Sky? Sounded really cute. Oh my God. We didn't even go through Blue Sky. We just locked in on, oh God, how many were there on Blue Sky? I might have to do a part 2 to this. Oh God. God damn it, Kuchan. You got so distracted by all the fun ones. FellyCu V Day. 1, 2. Oh my God, there's even art by Kumachat. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to do a second read through. Including the We Are the Yandere one. Yeah, okay, we need a second. Yeah. Kuma dropped a few different comics in here. Oh my God. And Sarah did like a writing based off of one of Kuma's old ones. Yeah, okay, we need a part 2. A part 2 for Blue Sky and maybe to catch some more of the Twitter ones. Next time will be longer. So Monday, probably not Monday. Either like, probably not next week, probably the week after. Also, Ku and Felly BDSM quizzes. Yeah, we'll do that one a bit more relaxed. It was because I had too much to do today, unfortunately. I had so many things to prepare for taking pictures and some other stuff. February is a month of love, so every day is a Valentine's Day. And then we get to look forward to a wonderful, warm spring, hopefully. Being well fed by our beloved Pupals. Yeah, we are. Kuma's art is so beautiful and so inspiring. It is. And they drew like a full comic for it. Oh, this is so cute. I love Kuma's art. And the fact that we've got another one that's based off of a Kuma like comic from before. So yeah. We'll definitely do another read through. Sorry, we couldn't get through all of them today. Okay, but with that said, let me text Streamlabs real quick and then we'll head out. Okay. Try Princess, thank you so much for what the heck? Thank you so much for donating to the allowance. Please don't read. Okay, but thank you so much for always supporting me in the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you so much for being here. Kuma-chan, thank you. No problem. I love your art so much. Your FellyCu art is so adorable. It's always lovely to see it on Blue Sky, so thank you so much. And getting to use it earlier in the week. Happy Valentine's Day, Ku-chan. There are so many voices, but I'm glad that your voice reached my world. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you guys for giving me so much fun stuff to do today. And yeah, like I said, okay, we're going to be releasing like voice packs for the membership by the end of the month, as well as some other things to make up for last month, just some art and stuff. And also next month for White Day, I've already planned what we're going to be doing. That one you guys aren't going to have homework for, so don't worry. Also next week we have Chinese New Year. We've already gotten some really interesting things that have been sent to me to decorate the room with. So yeah, it's going to be a lot going on. We're going to have a Bilibili stream on Tuesday for Chinese New Year. So I hope you guys will be there for that as well. But Tri Princess, thank you for donating the allowance. I'm going to read this in my brains. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I hope you have a lovely day too. Moonkin Main, thank you so much for donating the allowance. This one's from yesterday. My birthday sillies of the year. Found this list laying around, and I think I saw it slip from the hip window of a local butterfly. Excusez-moi? They're sending messages now? Goddamn, Feileacan. Not sure if it was a memo or a rant. From Moon Kindred. Reaper log entry number 506. On sanity persevering vessel choice and management. Teach it to think actions through its head. Its colleagues should be sufficiently dense. Don't allow its dirty armor ebbed. Never agree to delays in +10s. Ban toxic triggers of mental delay. Resist the lure of fake fruity flavors. Establish that Barbara isn't for play. Disclaim that there is no need for saviors. Preferably just find something that's mute before it behaves insufferably cute. Aww. Insufferably cute is a really adorable way to put it. Meanwhile, the rest of that was just like, don't pick somebody like Ku. Don't pick somebody who's going to yap your fucking ear. Don't pick somebody who has colleagues that are going to drag him out and distract him. Sorry, Felly. But Moon Kindred, thank you so much for donating the allowance. Happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I'm assuming this is saying that it was your birthday. Birthday sillies for the year. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I hope you're having a lovely day. And thank you so much for being here. Kat Kitoshi, thank you so much for donating the allowance. Happy Valentine's Day, Kuchan. Always remember that you are loved. Only if you guys do too. Reverse Uno. Whatever you're doing for Valentine's Day, even if it's nothing, make sure you treat yourself to something nice today. Make sure you remind yourself that you are loved, that you love yourself. If you've got somebody else to spend the day with, that's awesome. If you don't, yeah, just remember it's a good day. Treat yourself to like a nice dinner. Treat yourself to a nice breakfast. If it's already like late, go for it tomorrow. 3 arms. Don't worry about my 3 arms. God, some people have 3 legs. I have 3 arms. But yeah, treat yourself to something nice. Take care of yourself today and just celebrate life. Celebrate yourself. He activated his trap card. Reverse Uno. Damn straight. Oh, why'd it come back? Trying to make you disappear. $1 burgers here. Okay, I'm actually going to Google that before I leave. I've got a couple more things to read. Oh, no, I don't. It's still Tri Princess, and they all say don't read. Thank you so much for donating the allowance, Tri Princess. Please don't read, but thank you so much for all the donations. My God, there were 3 in a row I hadn't read, so thank you so much. I'll read this one real quick in my head, too. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And yeah, I'm doing my best. Well, we'll see if it goes to anywhere, but I'm going to keep doing my best. I'm going to keep trying to improve, and hopefully that means as I get faster, we'll be able to release like more chapters of Metamorphosis Lost, engage with some more of the story, and yeah, finally get to see where it goes. Okay, before I leave, Wendy's burgers cheap? For Valentine's? Question mark? February 15th. $1 burgers at Wendy's. Is this real? Wendy's celebrating singles with one. Oh my God! In honor of Singles Awareness Day, the day just after Valentine's Day, Wendy's will offer customers a discounted cheeseburger. Get them, Kuchan? Unfortunately, it's in America. So to my American pupils, get your asses to Wendy's. Bankrupt that freaking company. Big old corporation. It's only a Dave single for one thing. I think those normally only cost like $5. It's still fucking, what, 80% off? Get you to a Wendy's. If you're in America, get your ass to a Wendy's. Get you your $1 Dave single. If you can, go to like a few different Wendy's. You in a car? Go for it. Drive between 3 different Wendy's around you. Grab 3 $1 burgers. Bankrupt that company. Do it. We got to do it. I am not in that country right now. Your country is going through some shit right now. You deserve this. Treated myself to something nice by staying in and watching you. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the stream and thank you so much for being here. You get them burgers? Yeah, we will. We all believe. Awesome. If only it was in the UK too. Go Sensei, get it? If it's from America, yeah. But anyone American, go for it. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored. If something's that cheap, yeah, no, I will always advertise that shit. If a game goes on sale super low, it's like, guys, grab it. If you can get food that cheap, even though it's super bad for you, fucking grab it, man. Just grab that shit. American pupils charge for Sensei? Exactly. Enjoy yourselves. I will live vicariously through you. In fact, if you actually do get a $1 Wendy's burger tomorrow, take a picture of it. Put it on hashtag #OshiateOkuSensei. I will genuinely be impressed if any of the pupils are able to actually take a burger of the $1 Dave single. Not with the, you don't have to prove that you got it for $1. I'm just curious how many people will grab a burger tomorrow. Okay, everybody have a lovely evening. I'm going to head out for the day. As always, burn bright, my pupils. We'll be back tomorrow for a writing stream, and then we'll have a more chill week next week. I'm waiting to hear back from some people about some possible collabs I might be doing next week, but I'll try to do my best. New form of Oshikatsu just dropped. Yeah, we celebrating Singles Day. I'm celebrating Singles Day by writing tomorrow, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoy it. Celebrate Singles Day and grab it while you can. 600 pupils charging in Wendy's. 600 bytes. 600 bytes. 600. Later, everybody. Burn bright, my pupils. And as always, I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Area 51 all over again. They can't arrest us all. They have to give us our burgers. Don't worry, Mafu, for once you're safe. We don't put cabbage on our burgers, just lettuce. You're fine.
We've come such a long way together, walked the roads and saw the days go by before we had a chance to find a separate meaning. But I kept searching for a place, not a general direction. All the paths they point to you. It took me time, but then I knew that I could not go back. Won't be the same as before. Don't wanna go another day far away from you. It's painful, but I don't regret it. All that I have, all that I am, wrapped inside of you. Though time goes by, I won't forget it. What you mean to me. my head upon your shoulder. Let the tears fall down and hide away inside your open arms. To stay like this forever.
Yo, you could make such a good Pupal burger.
One more day.
If you made the burger bun, just shaped like a Pupal's head, just looking up
To
at
go
you while you
beyond
bite
the
it. Just get to bite into that cute
Let
little
it
snout.
all just fade away until there's nothing more to say. That I'm not holding back, just falling down to be where you are.
What are you gonna do? Your guns are tiny.
Don't wanna go
Tiny.
another day
Can't do shit with those tiny
away
guns.
from you.
Come at me,
It's
Pupals!
painful, but I don't regret it. All that I have, all that I am, wrapped inside of you. Though time goes by, I won't forget it. What you mean to me. On the road, I don't wanna go alone.
Barney the dinosaur?
No.
Barney Stinson?
Through the
From like How I Met Your
changing
Mother?
weather, we
Barney
stay
the drunk from The Simpsons?
warm.
Because I
Is
need
it
answers on that one.
really true? Then again, you always knew. Don't wanna go another day far away from you. It's painful.
Get away from me, ankle biters!
Regret it.
True. Actually, yeah, you can make a really good meatball sub out of Pupals. That would probably be shaped even better. You get like a nice type of French bread that has like rows of Pupal on it. Stick the gems onto it, or just like. Ooh.
What you mean to me.
Evie, that got surprisingly violent out of like everyone else is like, bite him, go for the ankles. You're just straight up like, grab the matches. We can set him on fire. Oh shit, the stream's over. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Armpit.